Good evening, race fans. Want to thank y'all for tuning in. Tonight, it's Friday, December 17th. I've been looking forward to this day for about 3 months now. Good evening, race fans. Want to thank y'all for tuning in. It is the winter Shootout 250, Crooked Line Racing, thebuttkicker.com, MF Racing Designs, McConey Setup Shops. We've been working on this behind the scenes for a while. We have a big prize pool up for grabs for these drivers here tonight. Let's pull it up really quick. We have tonight's race winner is going to walk away with $318, as well as a free Gamer 2 from thebuttkicker.com. The Gamer 2 is valued at almost $180 by itself. So you put that on top of $318, and my oh my, you got a pretty good pool of some cold hard cash just from sim racing. But it's going to be a battle in order to do that. Second place tonight, they're going to walk away with $106. Third place is going to be $53. Fourth place, $32. And fifth place is going to walk away with $21. But these guys out here, there's a lot of talent out here right now. We didn't just accept anybody out here. We made sure we got the cream of the crop, meaning the top of the top drivers. There's some short track rangers in here. There's some guys that typically race in the NASCAR side of things on iRacing, but they're wicked fast, right? And they've came over here and decided to race with us for the short track winter Shootout 250. And man, oh man, it's going to be a good one. We're actually going to talk to one in just a moment. Give me just a minute while I pull him up. It's our pole sitter right now, Mr. Chris Carroll, in the number 15, put up a 1781. Let's have a quick word with him. Chris Carroll, you got Tanner Marr in the Five Kings Network booth. Do you have a copy?
Got a copy, Tanner Marr.
Chris, you put it on the pole in a stack field like this. Typically, you're in the number 99. You're in the 15 here tonight. Throwing me for a loop, Chris, but one thing's for certain, that 1599, whatever you want to call it, Chris Carroll, if he's behind the wheel, it's up front. Talk me through your qualifying laps right then.
Qualifying laps are real loose. So we were trying to not get it too sideways up off the corner and get the power down so the car was pointed straight, and it came out pretty good.
I mean, you can tell because you got some fast guys starting right on your back end. You got Thomas Axel, Brett Suggs, Devin Landry, Marquis Smith, Christian Pittman. Those are all like the who's who when it comes to short track racing on iRacing or in real life racing too. I mean, those are some bad fast drivers right there, Chris. 250 laps here, Nashville Fairground Speedway. Only one extra set of tires. What's the strategy looking like for you tonight?
Strategy is going to be everything. When you take your tires, when you take your fuel, and I think it's going to be, when you have to go to the back to do that, or wherever you are, you got to stay out of the trouble and keep that car clean, however you do it. And you got to get lucky too. I mean, there's times where you just can't miss that wreck, and we're going to have to do that at some point.
Right. I mean, it's going to be a battle of attrition. I mean, we know that, right? These 250 lap races, attrition comes in there. And with attrition comes luck, right? So, Chris, we're going to be up calling the action all night, brother. Super excited to have you here tonight. 318 cold, hard dollars on the line here tonight. Chris, good luck to you, buddy.
Thank you, bud. That's like 50,000 Canadians. So
yeah, right on.
If we can get that.
I was going to make the joke, but I was like, hey, we'll keep it professional. But thank you for breaking the ice. Now I can be loose with it. Thank you for that. But yeah, so
you set me up good, Tanner.
Right, absolutely. You set me up perfect. Y'all, you drivers, you do the hard work each and every week when we hit that go live button. So good luck to you, buddy.
Thanks, sir. I appreciate it. I want to try and put on a show for you here.
Always do, buddy. Alrighty, folks, that's Chris Carroll. He is our post sitter here tonight with a blistering 1781. They were putting a little bit faster times up in practice, but in practice they get more than 2 laps to go out there and get it right? I mean, so that always plays into things. 2 laps, you get a make or break, and if you mess up one of those laps, you're in for a long night. Luckily, Chris Carroll was not. And also now, this driver we're talking to now, number 13, typically in the pink machine, put some purple on it tonight, so trying to throw me for a loop. Thomas Axum, you are live in the broadcast booth, my sir.
What's going on, Tanner?
Man, I'm excited, dude. I've been looking forward to this for about 2 months now. So put a little bit of work in, getting the right drivers in here. You can, if you accept every driver, then you get a cluster, right? And not saying tonight won't be a cluster, but there's a lot of fast guys in here, Thomas. You put it P2 in qualifying. I'll ask you basically what I asked Chris. Only one set of tires in the pits, 250 laps. Only 15 gallons of fuel to start the race out. You're only going, 90 laps? Talk me through your strategy. What are you looking for tonight?
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a fun race tonight. I already have the idea in my head. I don't want to give it away, but you'll be able to see it tonight. Hopefully, it unfolds in my favor. But we've been thinking about this strategy all day since I woke up Friday morning race day. Been looking forward to this race for a few weeks myself now, and it's finally here. So now it's really exciting.
I mean, buddy, $318 to the winner for a night of sim racing. There's people now, they're kids, right? Like 17-year-olds, and there's 17-year-olds in this race right now. They could work all week at McDonald's and they ain't making $318. So to pull that away after 250 laps, that's gonna be pretty impressive, Thomas. So you got to thank for the number 13. You're fast every time you show up. Second here tonight.
Shout out to just all the guys that make it happen. RKM, Bernier's Liquors, Studios 10 Designs, Tanner for the behind-the-scenes work, him and Joshua Sexton, the two-man power duo putting on this whole event. All the sponsors who I'll definitely have to get a screenshot of to just see who was putting things on. I heard a BAM Racing t-shirt, $50 sponsor. Just shout out to all the people who came on board to help this event. It might be, like you said, it might be a little hectic at the beginning, but once we weed it out and get some single-file racing, this is definitely going to be one good show.
All right, Thomas, and now you are going to be you're going to be my little birdie here. I'm going to send you back up to league race. If you would, can you tell Joshua Sexton over iRacing Comms that he is good to advance the session, my brother?
Got you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Thomas, and good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
All righty, guys, we have now spoke to our top two. It's going to get interesting here. We got, shoot, it says we have like 27 drivers in the server. Not sure if people have left or what, but if they left, man, oh man, they got the wrong mindset because there's a lot of cash on the line. Let me know in the chat, guys. We got 18 people watching. Let me know, who do you got for tonight? And now you got to place your bet before they go green. I feel like you can't place the bet 50, 60, 70 laps in because that's kind of cheating, right? So place them bets. Let me know who you got. $318. We'll call it $320. How about that? We'll make it an even $320. Easy for me to remember. Easy for you all to remember. As we're getting ready. We're getting ready to go to the starting grid here tonight. Let's make this Five Kings Network logo a little bit smaller and we'll get to it. Only way to do it is to do it. Let's get to it, guys. I'm super excited. As we pull up our race grid here tonight from Refined Motorsports, Pit Lizard Performance, and the number 15, Chris Carroll, put it in row number 1. Outside row number 1 is going to be the man, the one and only, just heard from him, Thomas Axum. Then starting inside row number 2, we have the Brett Suggs number 33 machine with Devin Landry starting to his outside. Rounding out our top 5 here tonight, it's Marquis Smith. He's in the number 6. Christian Pittman is going to be starting outside of him with Shane Bedford in 7th. Brandon Campbell, another really fast short track guy. He's starting P8. Chase Pierce representing Reaper Racing in 9th with Alex Coffey. He is in the 10th place spot. Scotty Stevens, he'll be rounding out in P11. Sorry, I got a text message from one of the drivers. Got me all off kilt right then. With Jason Day starting in the P12 position. And then as we move on down, the 44, the young gun of Five Kings Motorsports, Jason Raymond in the 13th spot. Got another Five Kings Motorsports driver to his outside. That's Willie Evernham. Larry Bell got the whole country of Canada representing him behind him. And at number 43, he's starting 15th with Richard Hurst in the 16th spot. Ryan Ripley, 17th. Joseph Kim's 18th. Mark Lewis, another Reaper Racing fellow driver. And number 84, he'll be starting 19th with Kesley Guzzler, rounding out top 20. Mitchell Litzfield is 21st. Parker Brookfield must have had a bad time in qualifying. He'll be a driver to watch here tonight. Starting 22nd with Joshua Sexton, 23rd. Reed Christensen, 24th. 25th is me because I registered wrong. 26th, Tim Tripler. Keith Mack in the 27th spot. And Max got kicked because he did not get paid to get in the series. So, guys, there's your top 27 drivers here tonight. Coming back over here to the chat, want to see. Kelly Coffee says she's got to go with her main man, her son. That's Alex Coffee. He is in the 7 machine here tonight. And then Zachary Dillon's putting his money on Mikey Litchfield in the 95. I think it's only right I place my bet too, right? I got to place my bet. I don't want to place the commentary curse on anybody, of course. But let's see here. Man, there's such quality drivers in here. It's so tough to put a name down. I'm going Brett Suggs in the number 33. That's my pick for tonight as this pace truck makes one more lap around. We are this close, folks, to getting fired off and getting started here. And I said this close, and by habit, I did my fingers. So, man, oh man. I love doing these broadcasts, right? I love them. But when there's something like this on the line, it gets exemplified. I'm really excited for tonight, and I hope you are too, guys. As that pace truck is getting ready to pull off, something we haven't mentioned yet. Very, very abrasive, bumpy track. 250 laps, one set of tires. The field's in the hand of Chris Carroll. They got to wait for the green flag here, though, on the first start. As the green flag is out, Chris Carroll gets a good launch, but the 13 is going to fire off right there with him as they're 2x2 as they go through the field. Ooh, almost contact. Thomas Axel's going to get the run off that he needs. May have been contact with the wall right then, I saw. May have been a little contact. You see, they're still 2x2 throughout the field. As the field flies on by right there. It's all Thomas Axum in the 13 out front. I'm not liking the way these camera angles are, but we're going to have to deal with it. As I think there is something wrong with the camera angles, but that's okay. We may have to go in and fix that later on. But Chris Carroll, our post hitter, he's currently in second. Got the 54 of Devin T. Landry right there behind him. As the top 10 have single filed out. Let's jump back here a little bit further to the Hornet's Nest. As it looks like the top 14, 15 have single filed out. Looks like this pack knows there's 250 laps here. It's best to kind of get singled out. As we see the 26 of Brookfield right there get loose. And now, guys, just give me a little bit to start to remember names with paint schemes. It'll take me about 50 laps or so. And we see drivers getting all into the wall. Contact on the backstretch. Drivers went all around. It's telling me Jason Raymond may have crashed. Mama Raymond, Tammy, if you're in the chat, please close your eyes. We are getting ready to bring it back and see what happened here. For the BAM Racing Videos Wreckage Replay, let's go back and see what happened. You see the 44, he's running a little high in 1 and 2. Hits them bumps. Did he get into the... Ooh, no. Willie Evernham got into the wall and then just basically EKO'd the 44. Nowhere to go for the 44. As I do believe he is stuck into the wall also. No, he is not. Now... we were on the fence when we made these rules. We were on the fence if we should give these guys a fast repair or not. We ended up giving them one fast repair. Against my better judgment, we did give a fast repair. So both drivers that were involved in that wreck, they do have a fast repair in their pocket. But man, oh man, they're going to lose a lot of track position this early in the race. That's tough. That is really tough. As we're going to pull the chat back up. Mom and Raymond's here, and I picked well. You know who I picked. And she said, oh, bleep, not good. Hey, I didn't pick a Five Kings driver, Kelly. I was very, very good. As Grant Brookfield said, they're pulling for the dark horse, Parker Brookfield. Man, that's something I never thought I would say about Parker Brookfield, as a dark horse. I think you could almost place him as one of, if not, the favorites here tonight. And now, folks, while we have this break into action, I want to ask y'all, please, kindly, to slap that thumbs up button on the YouTube video. It helps us out a ton. Helps us grow the channel. We are slowly but surely starting to grow. I just started this broadcasting deal about 3 months ago, Kelly. I mean, you've been right here with me, Kelly Coffee. You know. Haven't been doing it long, so I'm still not very good at it. We're trying to learn as we go. Not a fan of these camera angles tonight. I say that a lot, but we'll make do with what we got, right? We will make do with what we got. As it's still Thomas Axum. He is going to have the control of this restart. I'm interested to see, will he elect to take the high side on the restarts? Leader do have lane choice, and now leader gets to determine when the field fires off. It's in the leader's hands. All he has to do is make sure that pace truck has all 4 tires off the racing surface, and he is good to go at any moment after that. As it looks like the field's getting ready to double file back up. We might be getting lights off on the Chevy Silverado. We do, I think. And it definitely looks like Axum 13 machine. He is taking the top side. I think it's going to be a trend we see all night, folks. All right, we're going to re-rack them. We're going to try it again. Let's pull up a side ticker. We are only 9 laps into this thing, guys. That's an early caution, 250 laps. I look for the field to try to get single filed out. Will Chris Carroll have anything to match that 13 of Thomas Axum here on the restart? Or will he kind of cut his losses and fall in where he falls in? It's all going to be Thomas Axum out front here. When's he going to elect to go? 15's laying back a little bit on him. The 15, I think, it hurt Chris Carroll more than it helped him kind of laying back like that. Trying to get to where he could see the car. As it's still, I mean, Thomas Axum got the best jump imaginable right there. And Brett Suggs is to the outside of the 15, maybe. If the 15 should be able to clear him, he does. But now, the 33's coming back, though. That high side's going to have the momentum tonight. As I say that, and Chris Carroll just kind of clears him. I'm seeing maybe a caution towards the back of the pack somewhere. I'm not exactly sure, but we're still green flag racing, so that's all we care about, right? As we'll let the field sort out, and we'll go through the lineup. That way you can see where your favorite driver is running. And now, folks, I want to tell you, if you got a driver that's running 25th, 26th right now, don't get down on them because they're probably doing the right thing. They're probably just saving their equipment, letting the field do what they're going to do. As you see a lot of drivers making contact with that outside wall right there. It reaches out and grabs you off turn 2. There's so many bumps. Speaking of which, let's jump on board with Scotty Stevens right here and just see what the track looks like here. Look at them bumps. Very abrasive track. Now, we'll jump up with, we'll go on board with Alex Coffey. Alex Coffey is about like me as a driver. He goes 110% at all times. A race like this, it's hard for me to save, and Alex will tell you the same thing. It's hard for him to save. But that's how we've gotten some wins before, you know. But that's how we've also thrown away some wins, too. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. So, on board with Alex here. As he's attacking turn number 3. There's a real bad bump right there. See the car try to jump out on him a little bit. This fixed setup they have tonight, I think it's going to get on the tight side. But when that comes, when this car does start to get tight, guys, it's going to get that tight, loose feeling. Meaning it's going to be really tight in the center of the corner. You're going to have to turn that wheel, crank it. And then before you know it, you're getting loose because you have so much wheel in it on exit. As Coffey currently has a battle going on right there in front of him. That is for the 6th place spot. You got Marquis Smith, Christian Pittman. They are trying to sort it out, get suited and booted here. Marquis Smith, he is on the bottom. Christian Pittman's trying to let him hang on the outside. Gets contact into the wall. Almost messes up Coffey. Those two kind of tangle. Very heads-up driving by Alex Coffey in the number 7 machine right there. And then contact still not stopping. That's what happens right there. Coffey was in no man's land, right? Got into the contact with Pittman, no fault of his own. That killed his pace, right? And then that allowed another car to get up into him. But luckily, Coffey is a wheel man. He held on to that thing. And honestly didn't lose a whole lot out of it, really. I know Mama Coffey likes that. Let's get a speed shot of these guys as they blow by the camera here. They are hitting about 120 on the front stretch. The back stretch, they're going to hit about 115. They actually might hit about 130 actually on the back stretch. SEK is telling me 140. This is my home track in real life. I think they hit typically about 130 on the back stretch, about 115 on the front stretch. Not exactly sure why it's different, but it's just that fire off turn 2. It's so fast as we go back up front. Thomas Axum, he's not walking away with it, but he does have almost a half a second lead over Chris Carroll. Is Thomas asking too much out of his equipment? Is Chris Carroll saving us? Oh, we got a caution on the speedway. Going to slow him down one more time. As we are now on lap number 21. I'm seeing this Mark Lewis may have went around. The driver of the number 84. Let's go back and see what happened. As he has drivers really up high. Oh, 18's going to come down. I don't even know where to go for the 84. locks it down good, heads up driving by the 3 to 4 drivers that kind of skirted by right then. I know Mark's not going to be happy about that. Nobody's happy when they feel like they get wrecked, right? But best case scenario right then, did not sustain a lot of damage to his car. So if you can kind of get wrecked at a short track and kind of escape without getting any type of damage, my oh my, you're looking good in that aspect. And Grant Brookfield says not clear. I totally agree. Kelly, she said she loves the Sevens paint scheme tonight, and I love it too. Richard Hurst said for the last caution that barely made it through that. Richard, I love when the drivers are watching. That's awesome. I mean, that's just awesome. But that's also a double-edged sword, because if I start talking about their strategy or something like that, and you pick up on it, then you know their strategy. But I mean, that's inside baseball. You know, if they're going to do it on the broadcast, somebody will pick it up on the racetrack, right? As we are 23 laps in, folks, want to thank S&S Racing. Want to make sure I get that clear. Check them out on Facebook. It's actually Joshua Sexton's real-life sprint car race team. He races sprint cars, but get this, not on dirt. He races them on asphalt. You talk about a wild ride, watching him just rip them 410s around. That is S&S Racing. They donated $50 to the prize pot tonight. Cannot do this without the sponsors, so I want to thank them. 5 King Motorsports, we put $50 in. We matched it, but we actually put 65 in. We matched the 50 and then put in 15 more just to kind of say, hold my beer, I guess. I don't know, but yeah. And then MF Racing Designs, whoever the race leader is on lap number 31, they are going to get $10. I forgot to mention that. We have so many sponsors, it's hard to mention. It's hard to remember it all and mention it all. So in just a few laps, lap number 31, they will be getting $10, whoever the race leader is. So let's keep our eyes peeled for that. Right now, it's looking like it could be Thomas Axel, but Chris Carroll may have something to say about that. Landry may have something to say about that. Suggs, I mean, jeez, man, I look at the top 10 right now, and those are drivers that I would put up against any other driver in any other league. I've turned laps with every one of them guys, and my God, they're fast. I mean, they are just fast. I'm a racer 6 nights out of the week. I'm not just a broadcaster. I'm not as fast as they are by no means, but some nights we can keep with them, some nights we can't. But on the most part, they are 100% fast, and we get this restart going. As Thomas Axel in the control car. Ooh, Chris Carroll tried to jump it, tried to time it, but bit the bullet on it. You're going to see that all night. They're going to try to match what the leader's doing, but ultimately it failed that time. That allowed Thomas Axel to have smooth sailing out front. Got Chris Carroll in second pretty comfortably. Got the 54 right there behind him, as Marquis Smith is trying to throw his name up into the top 4 here. He's currently holding down that 5th place spot, and that very good looking number 19 machine. But I'm a paint scheme freak. We're going to do the MF Racing Designs best paint scheme of the night here shortly. So when if I talk about somebody's paint scheme tonight, it's not a knock by no means, as I think we have another yellow flag. Come on, guys, get it together. Peek behind the curtain here. I'm the owner of Crooked Line Racing. I'm the promoter of this race, and now I'm broadcasting it. So it's hard for me to remove my hat like I need to. As we bring up this yellow flag and see what happened here. The Bam Racing Videos record replay. I'm seeing multiple cars here. That outside wall, man, got him again. See the 09 and hit the wall, kill his momentum, and 7 cars just coming barreling through there. And oh man, Mark Lewis got involved again. Cars are inside each other. Mama, what happened there? What in the world was that? So guys, that's iRacing at its worst right there. So we're going to be on caution for lap 31. So go ahead and write the check to Mr. Thomas Axel. He will be the race leaders. We're going to go through our top 10 really quick. Thomas Axel first. Chris Carroll's in second. Devin T. Landry's in third. Brett Suggs is fourth. Marquis Smith holding down that 5th place spot. Christian Pittman's in 6th. Alex Coffey's in 7th. Jason Day's in 8th. Parker Brookfield's in 9th. And Shane Bedfield's in 10th. And now I want to note on something. I mentioned earlier Parker Brookfield. I think he put down a bad qualifying lap by choice. Because right now, guys, he's the biggest mover. He's gained 13 spots. That 26 is on the move. And I also love that paint scheme. I I ran it for a while myself. That was made by the one and only Jonah Colbert. I love that paint scheme. I'm a firm supporter in what that paint scheme stands for, and I'll leave it at that. That's Parker Brookfield in the number 26, 13 spots up. As it looks like Larry Bell may have got close to going a lap down here. Got saved. Luckily came out in front of Thomas Axum and in between him and the pace car. That's going to allow him to get the wave around. Not going to be a lap down. We're seeing Willie Evernham is currently 17 laps down. Car is hurt. As we're actually going to pull Willie up and have a quick little word with him. Willie, you got time tomorrow in the booth. You got copy.
Yes, sir.
17 laps down. I just want to ask, what happened? No fast repair?
No, it didn't show a meatball, and I had no idea that I had required repairs, so I didn't have my fast repair checked.
Oh no, you hit the wall, but man, it wasn't even that hard. I thought.
Well, that's the thing is that a meatball, like you know how on the left side it's got the
Right.
yellow flag, it usually shows you the meatball, but yeah, no meatball. Getting in pit lane. All of a sudden, 8 minutes of required repairs. So, it's the cards we're dealt. We're gonna ride around here. We're here to race, so we're gonna do it. I mean, we're obviously out of contention to win this thing, but we're gonna see what we can do and have some fun and pass some cars and put on a show.
That's the Evernham way, brother. Good luck to you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Alrighty, folks, we're getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here. Lap number 32 as they come to 33. Axum gets a great launch off. Will Brett Suggs be able to battle with Chris Carroll here? He will indeed. They're side by side, but Chris Carroll, he gets to jump on him on the entry, but then on the exit speed on the high side just builds too much momentum, but Chris is fighting. But Brett Suggs is having to fight a little bit harder on the outside. A very good looking paint scheme for the 33 as they are still side by side racing with the 54. Getting up in there, Devin Landry cut Brett Suggs a break right then. You saw a bobble by the 33, excuse me. And that allowed the 54 to kind of put his nose in there, but then you saw the 54 check up. Very, very experienced racers right there. As now the 33 slots in back where he was. Is the 54 going to try to look underneath him? No, he is not. So that 33 car, he tried his hands at going to the outside of the 15 off the restart, but just was not there right now. As man, oh man, at 13, I don't know how he does it, whether it's on a modified, a super late model. It does not matter. That kid right there is bad fast. As we go back here to Parker Brookfield, I'm telling you, this is one of my favorites right here to win this race tonight. Currently at 14 spots. Got Jason Day's Christmas car right there behind him. MF Racing Designs got the Christmas look to it. There's a lot of Christmas cars out here. I know the 5 King Motorsports guy, me and Jason Raymond painted like 3 of them. We actually painted that 52 together. That's a pretty fun car that we put together there. I think it looks pretty cool for the Christmas with the reindeer, the Rudolph on the front right before the right after the tire wheel. Got Scotty Stevens right there behind. Shane Bedfield had a quiet night thus far. But a quiet night in these long races, that's what you need to have. If you're having a quiet night, that means you're not involved in any wrecks. You're just, you're out there logging laps, right? And that's exactly what you need. Richard Hurst, same to him, number 24. That's a wild looking paint scheme. Got a kind of old school vibe to it. Got the Ford Mustang on it. Looking like a production car off the line there. And oh my goodness, the commentary curse watching him gets loose, bobbles, hits the wall a little bit. Able to remain in control of that car though. Got Tim Tripler right here trying to make a pass over Jason Raymond. We saw Raymond get involved in an earlier incident. I do not believe that Raymond took his fast repairs. We look back on his car. Oh, he definitely did take his fast repair. So he's no longer gambling with house money now. Now he's gambling with his own money, no fast repair. Got to be careful in that 44. Got Brandon Campbell right there behind them, trying to see which one of these guys is going to win the battle. Looks like the 17 is going to win the battle now in that Chevy Camaro front end. That 17 is looking stout. 10 Tripler is up 13 spots since when he hit the grid. But Jason Raymond's just fast enough to be a nuisance, but now Raymond's going to slot in right in front of Campbell. And then Chase Pierce, 17C, have not mentioned him or Christensen in the 30 car right there behind him. Both these drivers are very, very fast drivers right now. They're currently just riding around in 16, 17 spot. I think they're doing that by choice, just trying to save a little bit of equipment. Joseph Kemp in the number 7s right there. Kelsey Guzzler got a little damage to that car right now, so maybe wanting to use a fast repair. May have a little bit of suspension damage, and gonna have to turn some laps, see how it goes. Got the 09. 09's looking good too. 09 was just involved in an incident as well. Got a little bit of damage, not a lot. Ryan Ripley's another fast driver out here. Michael Litchfield back here in the 95 in the 21st place spot. Mark Lewis, who has been in a few incidents already, got the 84 and 22nd. Keith Max 23rd. Joshua Sexton's 24th. Larry Bell's 25th, and we just talked to Willie Evernham as we have a caution on the speedway. No, I think it's Mr. Coffee. Let's bring it up on the Band Racing Videos wreckage replay and find out what happened. Got the sweet Christmas looking number 7 car. Look how bumpy that track is. Climbs the wall, the Coffee way, gets Christian Pittman a little bit. But Coffee really didn't fare too bad in that. Because we're going to pause it real quick. I want to jump on board with Coffee and show you fans something. We'll wind it back just a little bit. I want to watch the whole corner. Because he's behind Parker Brookfield right here. Gets in there and watch his car just start to bounce. Look at that. Just, man, it's just terrible bouncing. Upsets the chassis. Pittman nowhere to go. Nothing Coffee can do in that instance. And then just calamity. A tough break for the number 14 and the number 7 right there. I'm hoping both of them can kind of skate away without using a fast repair. As I'm waiting to see if they're going to pit. I do not think they pitted. Let's pull up Alex Coffey and we're going to have a quick little word with him. If I can find him. I cannot find him. Coffee is not in a voice channel. No way. He's always in a channel. We're going to send him a message real quick. He's pretty good about... We text all the time in the races. Me and Coffee, we're about the only two out here. We'll be racing, turning laps, texting each other. It's actually a beautiful thing. Is yeah, Coffee still out there on track? He's just not in the Discord channels. Look for him one more time. Maybe I just overlooked him. Alex Coffee. Alex Coffee. Alex Coffee. No Alex Coffee. So, we got some takers on pit road here. Alex Coffee, speaking of which... And Willie Evernham going to try to get that damage fixed. We'll keep the camera on him because I have a feeling both these drivers are going to have to use a fast repair. Willie Evernham, of course, parks right behind the flag stand. No fast repair for Coffee either. I wonder if Willie's damage had to be kind of bad enough to warrant a fast repair, I do believe, but I guess not. As lights are off on the pace track, they better hurry up and get off pit road. As I think they did beat the pace truck around. That's Kelly Coffee. I'm sorry, baby girl. You said dang in the chat, and I feel for you. I feel for Coffee. We know once a race, Kelly, he's bound to climb the wall, right? But watch that number 7. He'll still get back up here, and he'll be in contention. We know. We see it weekly. Coffee's letting it hang. He's going all out. All right. Same old thing, just a different lap. 13's got the control here. Is Chris Carroll going to finally put it in the notebook what he's doing? No, he is not, but did not get the 54. Very much room on the high side there at all, did Chris Carroll. Chris does not want to lose that second place spot. Got the 54, though. Going to get a great run here. Devin may just clear that number 15. I'm so used to calling number 99. We have a new driver in second. Will the 54 be able to run down the 13? That's something nobody else has been able to do all night. As Brett Suggs has his handful. He has a hard charge on Parker Brookfield. I know Mr. Grant Brookfield in the chat is loving seeing that. That 26 is a man on the mission. I don't think he can be denied here. He wants to get up there and lead some laps. Same can be said for the 54, the 15, the 33. Can that 26 get the track position needed? I know he's going to get up front at some point this time. He has to. It's freaking Parker Brookfield, right? I've turned so many laps with this guy. He's so lightning fast. There's Marquis Smith right there behind him, though. Marquis is going to try to follow the 26 through if he can. It's just, when is Parker going to make that move? Or, I mean, the same can be said. When's Brett going to try to make that move? When's Chris going to try to make that move? When's Devin going to try to make that move? Right now, there's a little bit of real estate between them. All these drivers kind of got a car length between them right now, just kind of riding this. We're going to go a little bit further on back in the field and see the Haps back here. Saw Christian Pittman get dinged up a little bit. I'm not sure if that 14 machine is hurt or not, but that's pretty heavy front end damage. Got a good lick on the wall. Did that number 14. We actually painted that car today as well. Got Scotty Stevens right there behind him, trying to get everything he can. Scotty's currently in the 9th place spot with Tim Tripler, currently up 16 spots. So the number 17 is moving and grooving. As it is right now, Willie Evernham, he has fallen the most spots. He is down 12 spots, so hard luck award, if it was to be given out right now, it would be to none other than Mr. Evernham. Then Alex Coffey, he is down also 12 spots, but he is in the 22nd spot. I'm trying to get a look of Alex Coffey's car to see. I know he has some right front damage, Kelly, but I don't think that's going to hurt him really. After really looking at it, I think he's going to be okay, Kelly, without using a fast repair. I don't know, though. His pace looks to be a lot different now. Maybe down on a little power. As we are 61 laps into this thing, Thomas Axum has not looked back. He's led every lap. Won him a championship earlier this week. Going to try to win the Winter Shootout 250 presented by thebuttkicker.com. Want to thank thebuttkicker.com for coming on board, being the presenting sponsor of tonight's race. They have helped us out tremendously. They have offered us so many Gamer 2s. They are such a tremendous sponsor. We could not do this without the sponsorship. We couldn't do this without the viewers at home. So once again, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. If you would, please hit that thumbs up button. It helps the channel out a ton. As it looks like the top 5 are kind of just riding right now. You got to go back in the pack a little bit before you find a battle. As we're already back to the 10th place spot, and they're just riding right now. 11, 12, Brandon Campbell. They are all just kind of clicking off laps right now. And then I say that, and then we have a caution out on the speedway. Let's go back and see what happened. It's not telling me who it was, so I actually can't go back and see what happened. I know I saw somebody into the wall back here. I don't think it was Willie. It wasn't Willie. Oh, okay, I see him up there. It's that whoever the 18 is. Let's go back and watch it, guys. We'll get out of cockpit cam in just a second. As I apologize when SDK don't tell me who wrecked in the tattletale box. Makes it hard to find out. Ooh, the 09 Ripley just got into him. Nowhere to go for Litchfield. Good driving though by 18. Just swung it all around. As oh my goodness, Joshua Sexton has heavy front end damage. As we have had some takers down pit road. I cannot believe we missed it trying to get on that freaking replay. I am so sorry for that. But man, oh man, we have a shakeup in the field. I'm gonna pull up his side ticker so you can see where your favorite driver's at. Our race leader though, Thomas Axum, surrendered the lead to Reed Christensen. Thomas Axum is now in the 10th place spot. I know for a fact he didn't take no tires or anything right there. Let's see if we can find somebody to talk to. Pull up Mr. Chase Pierce. Chase, sorry, Chase. I know you was in a mid-conversation. This is Tanner Martin, the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So, Chase, I see you pitted on lap 65 right then. Had a few caution laps here tonight. You pitted. I'm taking it for some fuel right then. Tell me how the car's feeling right now for you.
It's feeling good. Little bit loose, but it's handleable.
I got you. You're currently sitting in the 15th spot after pitting. You think you got anything to get up there in the top 5 tonight?
Well, we still got about less than 2 hour laps, so I mean, I hope so. We'll see.
Right.
I got a little something.
Right. I mean, I picked you to be inside the top 10, so I hope so at least, so I don't look like a dummy. So, go get him chasing that number 17C, and we'll be up here in the booth calling to action. Good luck, buddy.
Try not to make you look like a dummy.
All right, then, brother. All right, guys, that is Chase Pierce in the number 17C. As I moved him to the wrong team, he is in channel 3. There we go. We'll remind the folks, if you're just now tuning in, these drivers are racing for $318 and then a free game or two from thebuttkicker.com. Want to thank you again for tuning in. Second place is going to get $106. Third place, $53. Fourth place, $32, and fifth place is going to get $21. That's not bad for a night of sim racing here. As Reed Christensen, we got new leaders up front. This is going to get dicey. How is our front runners of Thomas Axum, Chris Carroll, Brandon Campbell, Parker Brookfield, Brett Suggs, Marquise Smith? How are they going to manage the traffic here to try to get back up front? As Reed Christensen does have control of the start, gets a decent jump, but the 44 is right there with him. But I think the 44 kind of backed off of it a little bit, not to beat him to the line. Heads up driving as the 84 maybe going around to 18. As a big crash, is our front runners going to get picked up in it? They are. That's what happened when you pit. Parking lot on the back stretch. Oh my goodness. No way did that just happen. I'm pretty sure we just hurt some front runners' cars right then. That's how it happens right there, folks. You pit, you get put back there in the hornet's nest, and you see what happens after that. Let's go back and watch, see what happens. Like the 84 was getting sent around. Got loose, actually. 18 gets into the back and tries to correct it, goes up. And just calamity for everybody else. I'm not sure what TV3 is going to look like here. We'll go to Tim Tripler and see. Hopefully we get a better shot of this. I'm not a fan of the camera angles here at Nashville Fairgrounds. As 17 just gets clipped. Not a good angle at all. Perfect. But man, oh man, what a crazy turn. Oh my goodness, Brett Suggs is completely destroyed. No way. Marquis Smith got a piece of it. Brandon got a piece of it. That's terrible when the fast guys. That's what happens, guys. That's why I hate pitting on these short tracks. But a long race like this, at some point you have to. Man, oh man, I was expecting the chat to be talking to me on that one. That was the big one, we'll call it. That's like the Talladega big one. A big one it was indeed. As now, waiting for my SDK live scoring and timing to update. It's telling me Reed Christensen's still out front. Jason Raymond, Mitchell Litfield, Joseph Kemp, and Larry Bell is going to be our starting 5 here when we take the green flag once again. So let's see what happens here, guys. As Brandon Campbell is taking his 99 back down pit road. As Devin Landry's coming back down pit road. So a lot of fast guys got got hooked up in that. Let's look at Parker Brookfield. I saw the 26 in there, but I think he may have skated through. No harm, no foul. That 51 machine did not. The 18 did not. Ryan Ripley looks to be fairly straight. Thomas Axum got a little piece of it. You see the right front scraped up just a little bit, but nothing too bad. As that could have been a lot worse for our guys up in up front. Now we're gonna re-rack them, guys. 250 laps at Nashville Fairgrounds. If it was easy, we would already pick a winner, right? So we're racing out here. It's never easy. Anything can happen, especially 250 laps. Right now, folks, we are only 75 laps into this thing, so a lot of racing left to go. And notice they are single file. They did not complete a lap under a green flag, so they're gonna go single file and try it again this way. It's going to be in the hand of Reed Christensen. Reed's going to fire off really early, but Jason Raymond is right there with him. Could not be fooled. As you see, Raymond is looking to the high side a little bit. Going to try to put that 44 out front. It's going to get tight right there as Raymond backs out of it very smartly. As another caution on the speedway. My, oh my, what is going on? As it looks like it may have been 18 again involved. Oh, just bobbles. 54 misses. Oh, Tim Tripler couldn't miss it though. My, oh my. That's a heartbreaker right there. That's a heartbreaker. Hey, folks, if you could give me just 1 second. 1 second to take care of race control duties. Alrighty, folks, I do apologize for that. Had admins ask me questions on what to do. Ah, man. Tough call to make on that one, but we will see. Reed Christensen still out front. Jason Raymond sitting P2. The top 5 has not changed, but I see right here. Thomas Axum. It hasn't been a clean one, but he's slowly but surely getting back up there. As we're actually, let's pull up Chris Carroll one more time. Now we're going to pull up Parker this time. Have a word with Mr. Parker Brookfield. Parker, you got Tanner Marr in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Parker, man, oh man, I've watched that 26 come through the field. You pitted, you got your fuel in the car. Been some wrecks right there around you, but I'm faithful that that 26 can come back up through the field once again. How's the car feeling tonight for you? You think you got a piece to win this thing?
I think so. I think I really messed up my qualifying lap, hit the wall on my money lap, so I'm just trying to play catch up ever since. I feel like I have definitely a top 5 car, maybe top 3. We were running pretty good, decided to pit for some fuel, and then yeah, they all got stacked up there and didn't really have anywhere to go. So trying to save my one fast repair to when I really need it, but plan right now is just to go like hell and get up there with Axum and those guys.
Now, Parker, I want to ask you something real quick. You are a veteran when it comes to sim racing deal. I sit there and bounce back the idea of my admins, a fast repair, no fast repair. I kind of did not want to give a fast repair tonight. Should we have given a fast repair, or are you glad we did at this point? Be honest with me.
I'm not a fan of fast repairs,
Right,
honestly.
right.
I think it just encourages people to drive over their heads, knowing that they can have a free shot at
I
a
agree.
complete redo. But it is what it is, and we'll take advantage of it for sure.
Right. If it's there, use it, right? That's Parker Brookfield, guys. Number 26. Been looking fast all night. Good luck to you, Parker.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, guys. We're getting ready to go back green flag racing once again. Just waiting for those lights to shut off on that beautiful Chevy Silverado out front. Reed Christensen says, if you ain't first, you're last. From Springfield, Georgia. I'll get it out eventually. As we are now on lap number 81. Let me know, folks, if you like the top ticker or the side ticker. Another single file restart. Man, oh man. They got to get a lap completed, or we'll just be single file for the rest of the race. 44 is going to get a run on the 30. Why does the cameras change like that? My oh my, I hate the cameras. They're side by side. We got a race for the lead right now. 30 goes high. 44 is going to make a power move. We got a new race leader out front. It's the 44 of Jason Raymond. Mitchell Lidfield is trying to make a pass on the 30 of Reed Christensen. I think those old tires does not like the high side because Michael is looking pretty quick on the low side. Reed goes high again. So the 30 car has went high for 2 of his competition there. As I got to keep the camera on the 13 to 17C. A lot of talent right here in 4th and 5th place spot. Not taking anything away from the rest of the guys. I've said it all race. So much talent out here. Got the 13 of Thomas Axum. He has been the show all night thus far. He's worked his way back up to P4. He does not have fresh rubber, but he does have fuel. How much further can the guys that stayed out? How much further can they go? As Larry Bell may have went around another caution on the speedway. Goodness gracious. We go back and watch, see what happened here. Got Larry Bell with the 15, a teammate on his inside. Just gonna let the teammate by. It looks like, oh, the 09 just gets up and just gives the 43 a love tap right then. Alrighty, folks. I wish I could just be a broadcaster tonight, but I gotta handle race control stuff, and I don't mind doing it, but I would wish I could just broadcast the race, you know. So if there's ever a time where you hear me go quiet, just know that I'm getting a text message or I'm getting a message or something like that. Or quite frankly, 250 laps up here by myself. Was supposed to have help with me, and they bailed. They didn't do it, so. It's about like trying to find workers in real life. Nobody wants to work, right? But these are my buddies on here. I'm just totally joking. They watch this back and they'll be like, Tanner, you're stupid, you know, so. Caution, caution, caution. You know the old saying, it's cliche. Cautions breed cautions. That's Kelly Coffee. She always says she likes that side ticker better. And Kelly, I'll be honest. I do too, actually. I like the side ticker better, but sometimes I feel like it gets in the way. And I don't know why that is. I just feel like sometimes it does get in the way. And my OBS has been acting up. So now I'm doing a display capture. So y'all can see my taskbar down here, right? I'm not just doing a game capture because it won't pick iRacing up. So if there's a viewer out there that knows how to fix OBS to where it actually picks up iRacing like it used to for a game capture or a Windows capture, I'm all ears. I'm ready to listen. Jason Raymond is out front. These two right here, the top two, they battled for a Tour Mod Championship last season. Thomas Axum edged him out a little bit, but Jason Raymond was right there fighting for the last race of the season. It came down to it. If you are interested, we do super late models on Monday nights. That series is kind of full right now. And then on Tuesday nights, we just wrapped up the season. New series is going to start January 4th, I do believe. Whatever day the first Tuesday is in January is when the next season of Tour Mod starts. Very competitive series, very clean series. Love it. I love the Tuesday night series. It's a very fun series. If you're looking for a series like that, check us out on Facebook, Crooked Line Facebook. And before we go back, Green Flag Racing, 5 King Motorsports on Facebook. Go give us a like. We're on the road to 2,000 likes. That team has just blew up. Every like we get helps us attract more sponsors, and that's why we're in this, right? As the 44 is the lead car, but the 13 does not let him get too far away. Green flag is out on the speedway. As the 44, though, does clear the 13. They're racing pretty hard side by side for the 4th place spot back there. Parker Brookfield is battling alongside, who is that? Is that Joshua Sexton, I do believe? And that beat up number 51 front end is tore all to pieces on that car. Still holding on strong, as I think we have another yellow flag. You can hear it in my voice, guys. When we start getting all these yellow flags, this is when I start getting a little discouraged. But it's all right. They're just trying, you know, short track racing, right? As Michael Litchfield looks like he has went around. Let's go back on the replay and watch it. As I actually missed it. My screen blinked right then for whatever reason. I don't know if y'all got to see it too or not. That was really weird. Looks like he may have just got loose down there by himself. Caught that apron a little bit. Car went around. Heads up driving by everybody though. Nobody got involved in that. And you see Mark Lewis actually bringing it down pit road there. As this race started out really good, and now, I mean, they say it, cautions breed cautions, and that's what we're looking at right now. As we're actually going to pull up, I'm going to pull up Jason Raymond. I don't have very many people to pick from. Nobody's in Discord tonight for me to talk to them. But we're going to pull up Jason Raymond real quick and just get a little quick look and see about the fuel situation. Jason Raymond sitting pretty up front. Tanner Martin Booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So Jason, you've been sick. I've been listening to you whine for 3 weeks, but you have prevailed. Mama Raymond's cheering you on. How's that 44 feeling out front right now?
It's feeling pretty good. I just made a move last restart, got us to the front, and let me tell you, it's a different car when you have no cars in front of you. It feels a lot better. And as for Mama Raymond cheering me on, I can actually hear her from the other room. So thanks for the support, Mom.
Yeah, so if you win the $318, what I need you to do immediately when we close up shop tonight, I need you to go to Walgreens and get some, like, hand packs or something, okay? Make yourself feel better. Make yourself feel better.
It's not going to help.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're a guy. My bad. I'm just playing. In all seriousness, though, Raymond, I've noticed you have not pitted yet, except, did you pit whenever you wrecked earlier? You involved in the car?
Yeah, I pit.
You pit
I
on...
had to use my faster pair. I filled it up there.
Okay, so what's the fuel looking like for you right now?
Right now, it's saying I got 129 laps.
How many gallons?
11.9 gallons. Sorry, this is to answer a question somebody had. But, yeah, I got 11.9 gallons showing me 129, so...
So
I don't know.
So remember today, 15 only got you about 90, right? So so good luck to you, brother. We'll get you back down to your race team. Make old Mama Raymond, aka Tammy Raymond, happy. Although she's Lee Raymond in the chat, but we all know who Mama Raymond is. Tell her you love her.
Right. Love you, Mom.
Oh, he's such a princess. That's Jason Raymond. That's my verbal punching bag right there on Thursday nights. A good kid. I think a lot of that kid. He's got a good head on his shoulders too. As I know he's all smiles to be out front. He knows his competition in this series. He said today, I'll be honest, guys. He said, man, I'll be lucky to run 15th tonight. He was very, very discouraged, but he has been sick. At 44 is a sleeper pick anytime it shows up somewhere. He is pretty fast as well. Going to have control of this restart. But that 13's hungry. Wants to get back up front. You see the 51 gets a great launch right there. They launch early. The 13, though, is right there with him. I don't know if the 44 can hold off 13 here on the inside, get a jump like that. He's going to try, though, on the high side. Got that launch on the entry and the exit right then. The exit speed is huge right here, but 44's going to wash up really high, climb the wall, get into Chase Pierce a little bit. As Chase Pierce, oh my goodness, I do not know how they didn't junk the cars right then. As Raymond is going around, no way. The 44 has just went around. No way did that just happen. More front end damage for him. We saw it live. Let's watch it on the replay and see what happened here. We saw him climb the wall earlier. And I don't think Parker got into him right here. No, car's just getting loose over them bumps. Parker may have tapped him after he got sideways, but that's not Parker's fault. As Raymond just goes around, let's pull him back up here and give him a hard time really quick. Dude, Raymond.
I don't want to talk about it.
You're back in the broadcast booth. We just talked to you. You went from hero to zero really fast. What happened there, brother?
I'm gonna be honest. Car wouldn't turn out of 4 there. It wasn't even in the gas, just trying to get it to turn, and it wasn't going anywhere except for its destination of the wall. So that was that. Then coming out of 2 there, got a little loose. I think Brookfield may have got into me, but he couldn't have gone anywhere. I kicked it sideways in front of him. So
my question to you is, if you finally eventually junk that 44, are you joining me in the booth?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. But I got 27 seconds of damage.
Oh, no harm, no foul. Get out of my booth. I've already talked to you too much. Get out there and do something good, please.
All right.
Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Man, oh man, that's the worst right there, guys. There's not a worse feeling than that. I pulled him up here to kind of joke with him. I didn't want him to be mad in the car. If you're out here racing mad, that's gonna get you nowhere. But get him up here, give him to laugh a little bit. He's loose. He's all right. But that's pretty bad right there to go from first to wherever you're going. We got Frank Barbary in the chat, says if Jason wins this, Jason could go buy him a button box that he's been wanting. And Mama Raymond says, love you, kid. And then she said blank. She's basically saying a lot of cuss words right there in that space. And she said, that's all I have to say. So, not a very happy Mama Raymond right now. But good thing is there's a lot of laps left. As Kelly just said, he can join Coffee in the back. Kelly, I have texted Coffee and everything. He does not want to speak to us tonight. He's not in Discord. I can't pull him up for a chat. I'm going to text him again. Then if he don't answer me, I'm kicking him out. Kelly, I need you to text him as well. I know he checks his phone when we're racing. Alright guys, let's get back on track here though. Thomas Axel, man oh man, back out front. Got Chase Pierce firing off to his inside. Don't look now, man, but mama, here comes that bad man. 26 of Parker Brookfield. It's going to be starting inside row number 2 with Chris Carroll starting P4. Marquise Smith has put himself back up in the P5 spot. Marquise is somebody we need to talk to as well. He has been bad fast all night. As update on Mr. Coffee, he said he will next pit stop. Told me he's driving. Well, I know he does multiple things at once. As Axum gets a great launch, I'm waiting to see if that 15 car can pull alongside Chase Pierce. Axum has set sail on the restart like we've seen all night. The 17 actually didn't get a very bad restart, but now the 15 of Chris Carroll is going to be to his outside as they're fighting off into turn number 3 and 4 here. As look at the run the 15 gets in the center of the corner, and look at Scotty Stevens back there on the outside as well. Parker Brookfield is kind of just watching right now. He's almost like a lion, just playing with his food. He's watching these guys kind of sort it out. As much as I've hyped up Parker tonight, he better go out here and win this thing by 5 laps. I'm telling you, dude, it's just, he's an alien. As Marquis Smith gets a little loose right there behind him running in 5th spot, but I'm very, very impressed with Marquis here tonight on these short tracks. He's a really good NASCAR style racer, and I know he runs short tracks as well, but when I think of Marquis, I think of him more as a NASCAR style guy, and he's holding his own very well here tonight on the short confines of Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. As guys, you won't believe it, but another caution is out, and Mama Raymond, or no, excuse me, I apologize, Mama Coffee, please close your eyes. And it looks like, wait a second. Let's rewind this back just a little bit. Because it looked like it actually started to happen before that. Get a little bit closer view. The 7 of Coffee tries to get underneath the 99. Coffee's all the way on the yellow. Ooh, that one's hard to call, guys. That one's a tough one. We'll wind it back one more time and see. I think Coffee's going to say car low on that one, Chief, but Brandon may say car high. If I'm race control, I don't want to touch that one, guys. As Richard Hurst is deciding to bring the 24 down pit road. Ryan Ripley in the 09 is as well. So we have a few takers going down pit road. Our front runners, though, they are staying out. They've already got their fuel. They want no part of the pit strategy right now. As now, when I ask this question, there better be. Oh wait, let's see if Coffee joined the chat yet. I see Mark Arthur joined the chat. Let's talk to Mark really quick. Mark Arthur, I brought you in the booth just to talk to you. I haven't heard your voice in a week and a half. What are you doing, buddy?
Nothing. Chilling. Driving.
Brother, where have you been for the last week and a half?
Working, man. I've been working nights.
Oh, okay.
This week.
I figured something happened because I talked to you Sunday and you fell off the earth. I didn't know where you went. I got
only a few days, man.
Well, I got a new phone also, so I don't have your number anymore either. I tried to text you the other day and realized I didn't have no numbers. So, well, it's supposed to be synced to iCloud, right? Like, you get a new phone, you type in your iCloud. Yeah, mine was taking like 4 hours to sync, right? And it stopped. So, I lost all numbers. So, I'll definitely need your number again. But I'll move you back down there if you want to go down there with them. Just wanted to holler at you really quick.
Oh, it don't matter. I was just BSing with them.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you can sit up here with me all you want. It's been a very, very interesting race. Started out really good, but you know the old cliche saying, "Cautions breed cautions," and that's exactly what's happened here.
Yeah, I just asked them if there've been a lot of cars. I mean, it's a small track. It's a really small track. So, how many cars you got?
We started 20. We started 28. We have 25 still left on track.
Yeah, I heard somebody just drove right into the barrels or something too.
Did they?
That's what I heard. Somebody said something. But, you know, tiny track, lots of cars, no patience. You know, it's like a recipe for disaster, I guess.
And I haven't mentioned this yet.
It'll boil down to the people with patience and end up being a good race, probably.
And see, I haven't mentioned this yet, but there's a lot of fast guys in there, Mark. Like a lot of fast guys. And this is not a knock on any driver because we all got one. A lot of egos out here too, right? So a lot of guys want to get to the front. You call it, what'd you call it the other day? You called it that racehorse mentality, right? Go, go, go at all times. And a lot of these guys, they're used to being in these leagues and winning everywhere they go. And you get about 7 of them in there. They're alpha males, right? As we go back on this restart here. Somebody's got to give and somebody's got to take. And right now, we're not seeing that right now.
Yeah, there can only be one alpha male. Or female.
And you know, they'll show tonight when they win $318. And it may not be the fastest guy either. The fastest guy may not win this race. 250 laps, a lot can happen.
Yeah, I mean, you could find somebody mid-pack, let those egos, you know, boil over and sit back and watch it happen, and they end up wrecking each other out of the race. Somebody fifth on back might win the thing.
It's funny seeing some of the guys that had a bad qualifying lap. Parker Brookfield has another caution out on the speedway. Jesus. Let's see how many we've had here tonight. They'll tell me. 12th caution here tonight. I'm going to need race control, my race control guys to come across. We broke off like a 55 lap run too, Mark. So like this is all within the last 75 laps.
12 cautions and 116 laps. That's almost 10 laps a caution.
Right, as we bring it back up on the replay. Look like maybe Ryan Ripley, Larry Bell. Oh, Ryan Ripley gets to the wall. Larry Bell walks it down the wall. And ooh, whoa, wait. Something happened to Ryan Ripley before all that caused this incident right here. Ryan Ripley's kind of had a rough night here tonight. I don't like. Oh, wait a second. That was very weird. Mark Lewis got in the back of him.
Got punted. Yeah.
Yep. My cameras are so messed up tonight too. Like, oh yeah, just got.
And the worst thing with a wreck like that, it's in the back, man. I mean,
right.
We're not really racing for anything. There's a lot of laps left.
Exactly.
No need for them to be racing that hard and affecting the guys up front that are trying to race.
That's the age-old question. Why? Like why?
Right.
But I mean,
right.
it happens, and I mean, obviously it happened right then.
Back there racing for 2011s, that's what we say, right?
Right. As Chase Pierce is doing really good hanging on up here. He started P9th and kind of got up here with some pit strategy. Others pitted whenever he didn't. Actually, no, wait. I stand corrected. He pitted on lap 65 with them. So I'm curious, Mark, 250 laps. This track is terrible about eating super late model tires up. And this setup gets tight. I did a 15 lap run today, Mark, and I was 2/10 off my fastest lap, right?
Just iRacing setup.
It's a Makoni set that we made it tight on purpose. We took track bars out of it and stagger out of it because it was really loose, right? But I wanted to give them not a good setup and just see what they could do with it. And now it fires off really good. You know, of course, setup shop, right? But 15 laps, I'm 2/10 off.
Right.
So the fall off here is incredible. So I want to see what the pit strategy here is. Normally people think 250 laps, you're going to take tires around lap 125. Well, yeah, if you do that, you'll probably finish 15th tonight, you know? You're not going to win the race like that, I don't think.
Right. Yeah. Did you give him any tires?
They got one set in the pits.
Yeah. Which we've noticed with the late models don't really matter anyway.
But that's normal, right? But when I did the run today, they were terrible. The tires were awful today. I don't know if it's the cambers got in it or what, but just literally just chews up the right front. But it wears about the same to the right rear. I mean, they're about even. It was very weird. Wasn't one of them Mark Arthur chassis setups, that's for sure.
A lot of times, you know, you're going green, but a lot of times, you know, those tires will cycle weird with the super lates. It's like it'll get where it handles like terrible, and then, you know, with these cautions here, that it'll cycle through, and then the tires are like they're brand new again for some reason. That
is a very good point. Is we'll monitor lap times really quick. There's a way I can pull it. Oh my goodness. Hey, you know what? It's not even telling me who the caution was this time, so I can't even go back and find it. I don't know why it does that sometimes. I mean, we can come through and try to find it.
I'd say it's in the back again.
Easy mark, but yeah, if I had to guess, it's Ryan Ripley again, and I don't want to say again like that. I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying Ryan Ripley.
In the back again. Yeah, near the back of the pack again.
Well, I think he got punted, brother. Again.
Man, that's just impatience right there. There's no point in that. I mean, people can lift. They don't have to drive it in hard. The guy's right in front of you. You know, obviously his brake point may be different than yours, and then sometimes you just got to have better patience than that right there.
I totally agree, but just look at this. This is weird. Look how they're entering the corner. I'm not sure. That's coffee right there. I'm not sure what happened here.
Like he went to go low and he went to block. You know, sometimes like that. I call it the iRacing ego, and it's like two iRacing egos going at each other. One person feels that he's faster, the other person feels that he's faster. You know, sometimes a guy will slip off the corner sometimes, and the guy will look low like that, and then that guy will go, well, wait a minute, you're only passing me because I slipped.
Whoa.
I got to block you, and, you know, or something. Then he ends up getting turned.
Sorry to interrupt you right there. Thomas Axon, number 13, brought it down pit road, Mark. He took right side tires right then. I got Alex Coffey here too, but Thomas Axum just took right side tires at the halfway point of the race. Alex Coffey, you got Tanner and Mark in the booth. Mark jumped in late. You got a copy?
Oh, yes, sir. I got you.
Alex, man, that 7 car has been beating and banging tonight, brother. And right then, looked like that was weird right there. Just talk me through what happened out your windshield, so I don't assume that was a weird ordeal.
So the car in front of me called out, I'm going into pits, and as he was calling that out, slammed on brakes. No time for none of us behind us to react. So yeah,
it almost looked like he was trying to block you or something.
It looked weird.
It was a little late calling that out, ain't it? But I guess he doesn't seem to think so.
Right.
But that's how it ends for us, I guess, and maybe he'll learn for next time to call it out earlier. Hopefully.
Wait, your night's done?
Oh no! I'm still in here. I'm a lap down. Trying to survive.
At this rate, brother,
I'm about to go 2 laps down now.
At this rate, you'll get it back. Trust me.
I'm saving fast repairs and hanging out.
How much damage does a 7 car have right now?
I got minute 45 left on optionals.
Yikes!
But this is about the 8th or 9th minute throughout the throughout the whole race I've had. So I just try to ride in the back, and then somehow I still, end up where it's happening. So
I got you, brother. Get ready to go back.
Or what? But hey, we'll stick it out.
I got you, brother. Good luck in the number 7, buddy. Way to stick it out.
10 for it.
All right, guys. Parker Brookfield started in the 22nd spot. He's in the first place spot now. Got a great jump. Left Chase Pierce in the dust right there. And that leader, man. Single file restarts. Second place don't have a chance, really. They got to almost guess it and hope they guess right. Because if they guess wrong, they're going to run into the back of him, you know. Or get a black flag. So, but yeah, Ryan Ripley right there and jumping down pit road like that, Mark. You think maybe that's a black flag type ordeal? Had to go serve it?
Well, it had to be. That's why I was.
Oh, my goodness.
That's what I was gonna say to Coffee. It's just odd that he would have been pitting scheduled that close to 2 laps ago.
Right.
Just under caution, so it had to have been some sort of black flag deal.
As we got, that's Willie right there, man.
It looked like a really shallow entry.
Both of them, right? And that's what I was thinking about the last crash. It's like they're coming in so weird. I wish I could go down there and say, all right, guys, I'm about to start booting people, but I can't. I'm not wearing that hat tonight, right? But as a broadcaster and a promoter, it's hard to...
We know the late model. Well, I know it. Just trying to get it out of it. We're building setups is... used to be able to just get down in there and just romp on the brakes.
Right.
Slow down. And that's the way... I've never driven a car. That's the way I would imagine a late model would drive, right? Because mostly short tracks, you watch the noses slam down, so they're usually hard on the brakes. But in iRacing now, if you get hard on the brakes, things just wants to spin out.
Well, you say it all the time as a joke. Sorry to interrupt you again. I'm bad about that, I know. But you said it as Marquis Smith coming down. He's been in the top 5 all night. He's taking 4 tires, Mark. But you say it all the time as a joke, just joking with us. But it's true. It's a joke with truth. That well, they're 5 King guys, of course, are driving in deep, and that kind of probably is bad habits that we picked up from majority short track. We have started running NASCAR stuff now, but for the longest time we were just short track guys, and I know it's a bad habit I got. I mean, it's just a terrible habit I got.
Well, I mean, if iRacing, it's one you want to get out of too, because if iRacing ever figures out how to implement brake fade, you're gonna be in trouble. I mean, if you get those brakes really, really hot, you're gonna start not having any. So, it's best just to kind of finesse the brakes down in there and kind of trail brake, drag it, instead of being super hard on the brakes. And I was just wondering, I didn't drive the setup, but, from what it looks like it has that loose condition under hard braking.
It does.
Like
it'll kick out from you.
It looks like kind of what that is.
Man, it was weird. So, like, first 2 laps, of course, before you get heated in it, really loose. But, it didn't really have... When I drove it, it didn't have the tight and then snap loose, and that's why we ended up picking this, just because it did not have that. So it was actually more on the snug side. But then I hear other drivers. No, that's what I was getting to. If you leave that brake bias where it's at, you get in there hot, you touch that brake a little too much, she's gonna immediately kick out on you, and that's something weird with the super lates right now too. Like you said, trying to take it out of the setups and. You can do it, but I don't know what to do. I'm in there just clicking arrows, hoping stuff works, right?
Well, that's pretty much what I'm doing too.
Yeah, but it just seems like when you click the arrows, it works a little bit better than whenever I click them, And maybe that's just placebo in my head. But
well, I've been clicking them for
right.
30 years too, so But I mean, I'm definitely no setup guru. I mean, I know I can make a decent setup. I know I can make them good for me. It might not be good for everybody else, but I generally try to make them.
You can make
drivable.
A great league setup. I mean, you're my go-to guy when it comes to league setups. I wish you would have built this setup. And honest to God, Joshua Sexton told me for 2 weeks that we had one, and the one we had wasn't very good, brother. So yeah, we didn't have one.
Seemed like a hickory setup would have worked well here.
It works well everywhere, bro. I'm telling you. As Parker Brookfield gets a great launch off, Chris Carroll finally got the launch he needed. I noticed right then, Parker lined up on the bottom. I think that was teammates working with each other. You got Parker Brookfield, Chris Carroll. I don't know if they're actually affiliated, but they're really good friends. And you can tell they work together right then. Count the restart down. Got Chris Carroll back up in second. This Devin Landry guy, he's one of the only guys I don't really know in here. He has a 5,000 I rating. And man, oh man, he's been super fast all night. Just can't get the track position he needs to get up there and try to battle.
Name looks familiar. Did he race another one of the races with you guys?
So somebody else in here said the name looked familiar. I really don't know off the top of my head. I've seen so many people come and go,
It
But
seemed I seen that name like a few weeks ago, something in a different race, but I can't remember.
we may have. You see all the sparks right there, and drivers really getting into that outside wall down the backstretch, nonetheless. As we got side-by-side racing here. Oh, we're going to climb up on the wall right in front of Thomas Axum. That's Michael Litchfield. I know I did the commentary voice right there. But I truly meant that, though. Like, that was true. As Jason Raymond. Oh, Ramon got up there and led him some laps, Mark. And you'll never believe what he did. Ran second. What do you think he did?
Fun out.
He looped it. He looped it. Got up there, though. He got up there and made a power move for the pass. Got the lead. And actually walked away a little bit from Axum. And then a restart, Axum kind of got him. He fired off on the inside and just got him, you know. I mean, just was better on the restart. And then...
And that's probably the same thing, you know, the alpha male thing. And, you know, he's up there. He's
look at this. Look at Marquise. Marquise going 3 wide, going to junk the 19. No. That's what we were just talking about. Marquise has been so fat.
Yeah, he's gone.
And he left. No way. Marquise.
Leave the server?
I can't tell, Mark. Not with SDK up. Man, oh man. Guys right there, I don't care if Marquise watched the replay back. I love the dude, but that's bad right there. Marquise has been a top 5 driver all night. This is reining it in right here. You got to rein it in, right, Mark?
Is he which one is he?
He was the driver. He was the driver in the middle. I'm not sure why the camera went wild like that. We'll watch it from the start. You got Litchfield on the outside, the 7 car. I'm not sure what it is. Just try to go 3 wide. He did. He did. We'll give it to him, but he stuck it in there way too late. But he did try to fix it. He did try
Short tracks are tough, man. Short tracks 3 wide probably ain't gonna work. I don't know if he knew he was 3 wide and he backed out there last second like that, but I think he's a little too late.
Well, you know, the spotter is weird on iRacing. I mean, sometimes they'll call you car high and there's nobody there and you're clear, you know, and the other time it calls it late. Right there was tough.
Everybody says that. Everybody blames their spotters, and we know the spotters are electronic, and you know they're not going to be perfect unless you have somebody up there actually spotting for you, and then you can smack them around and blame them for it. But in all reality, if we're, you know, anytime that we're dependent on an iRacing spotter, we also have, you know, 2 or 3 mirror options that we should be relying on more than a spotter.
You said it, not me.
Those mirrors ain't never wrong.
You said it, not me. But I'm a racer 6 other nights out of the week. I get it too, though, you know.
I mean, I don't know how many times I've been in a race because I use crew chief. You know what that's like. And
yep.
I don't know how many times I've been in here and just forgot to turn it on, and about halfway through the race,
yep.
and I'm like, man, I know it's wrong. I don't even have a spotter, but I'm not wrecking. You know,
right.
Because I'm always looking at the mirrors. Sometimes I just have the spotter on just as a calming effect, I think. I don't even really listen to them half the time.
I quit using crew chief for the sole reason of I always forgot to start it in league races. As Christian Pittman asked me for an interview, we'll bring him up and have a quick little chat with him. Mr. Pittman, TireHacks.com. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got it.
So you got that number 14 looking slick here tonight. Got the ho-ho on it. How's it feeling for you right now?
It's okay. We're just strategizing fuel because we don't have enough really to go to the end now. So if these cautions keep happening, we'll be fine. But trying to figure out what we're going to do tire-wise because I was running 18.0s there, and the fastest lap I ran was 17.9. So if tile's really that big of a deal, but then you got Axum coming up here, so 50-50.
There's some
tires ain't big deal to you, are they, Pittman?
Yeah, you know, I got those tires, so, you know.
I hate him. I can't stand Pittman. Dude, that little laugh right there, dude. Pittman, you got the 14. A little bit of damage up front. Going back green here. Good luck to you, buddy.
Green. Thank you. Oh, what?
Not sure who he's talking to, but they got some. Yeah, they got some trouble going on out there or something, huh? Never good when you hear a driver say, whoa, what? As Parker Brookfield got a good launch right then. I hate these cameras. I don't know. Yellow flag's out. I think that was an admin caution. I think the lineup was wrong right then. I think something was messed up. Maybe not.
I don't know. They need to calm down, though. Is that coffee again? Coffee in the white car. I don't know who's who.
All right, sorry guys, had an audio glitch right there. It looks like Coffee in the 7 may have gotten to the back of Ryan Ripley and then, or gotten to the back of, is that Willie Abraham 19? That is. Man, that just looks like they were throwing the yellow and then that happened after the yellow. Like Willie checked up. And
maybe Coffee just didn't expect the yellow to come out.
right, that's what I'm saying. Like, the lineup I think was messed up. We heard Pittman, right? And then we heard... And then the restart was really weird. And then they threw the yellow, and then that happened. Coffee said, pull me up again, I dare you. I said, absolutely not. I don't know what he's coming with. I don't know what he's coming with this time. Guys, we are on...
Pull him in, who cares?
Well, I do. It's my reputation up here. I don't want no cussing.
Your reputation's bad anyway. Pull him in here.
We'll do it. I'll let him hang. I don't care. As we're going to pull up the driver number 7 right now, Mr. Alex Coffee. He dared me. I didn't want to. We're going to do it. Coffee, you have the floor. No cussing is all I asked for.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got in the back of Willie right there. I guess they put my 7 decal the same place on the windshield they put his 19 decal.
Did they throw the caution there, Coffee? You just didn't know the caution was coming out? Is that what happened?
I guess it went green going into 3. And so everybody
that's why.
Checked up. I didn't start going until we got out of 4, and then they threw it to get reorganized, and Willie found his brake pedal. Well, we're getting ready to go here. Hopefully I can stay out of some trouble.
Coffee, if you get wrecked again, just come join us, all right? just come join us.
Oh no, I'm sticking this. I didn't save this fast for no reason.
You still got it in your pocket?
Oh yeah, I didn't take 10 minutes optionals to use it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Coffee, good luck to you, brother.
We're here. We're in full effect.
Hey, we paid $15 for this, huh? We're going for it.
There we go. Yep.
All right, buddy. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir.
I love him, dude. I love Coffee. He's pure comedy at all times, dude.
I was going to tell him, at least he'll have the strongest front end out there. That sucker's been reinforced like 6 times.
Right. That pit crew, too, they've been working tonight, brother. All right, Parker Brookfield. He's still up front. I'm watching for Thomas Axum. With these accidents happening right here, he is smack dab in the middle of I don't want to be there, right? That's right where
It's kind of helping him out, though, because he's probably able to pass 2 or 3 cars.
That's right.
His restart.
That's right.
Then he gets to stack them up, then do it again, stack them up, do it again. It's not letting the leaders check out on him. So,
but
the leaders really need a little bit of green flag, so he has to race and use them tires up. And they can check out a little bit by the time he gets past everybody.
Single file restart allow Parker to check out a little bit, but Chris Carroll's not going to let him get too far away. I'm still watching this battle for third that I know is getting ready to happen. I think we got some side-by-side action. Brett Suggs is trying to throw his name up here into the top 5. Thomas only took right side tires, so I'm really curious if that is going to affect how that car is handling it. I'm seeing Willie Everham may have went around as he is going to the pit lane. So trouble for the 19. At 19.
You said it's tight. It should help. It should help Axum.
Right, loosen it up a little bit. But man, it's like you walk that fine line with it. iRacing's weird with it, right? And it just has. Right now, everything's looking smooth sailing. We got some laps going. Maybe this is it right here. Maybe this is it. I'm saying the 84 Mark Lewis. Right. Not me, them. Them.
Setting up.
Oh, I got you. As I'm trying to keep tabs on Thomas Axum, I'm trying to see if anybody else took tires. But the way they're pitting and the way these cautions are happening, it's really hard to take note of. I know Marquis Smith did, but he put it on the hauler early.
Did he back out?
I guess I don't see him back out here anymore. Wait.
No.
Hold on. Before I say that. Yeah, he's long gone. So I don't really know exactly. I wish SDK did I wish I could tell you how many tires to do, but I guess that could maybe be cheating if people didn't use it to broadcast. Can't you use SDK for just streaming normally?
Yeah.
So maybe that could be like a form of cheating. You can see how many tires people do, but you can see their pit time. So you basically do basic math, right, and see what they got.
I mean, it's no different than having a spotter up there,
Right.
rewinding the replay,
Yeah.
counting how many tires people took.
I'm seeing Willie has wrecked again. He has at 19 is having it.
Same place?
Yes, we're going to rewind this one back. At 19's having a rough time right now. Mark just came on pit road. Good grief, that car is beat all to. He's trying to come back down pit road.
What the? That's weird. It's just looped around.
I think at this point
I'm
he's
surprised that's not a caution.
right. You got the leader coming right there.
I'm backing up.
Oh my goodness! Caution is out on the speedway, folks.
Probably Willie spun again.
No way. No, I'm not saying who it is. Wait, it may. Uh-oh. Axel may be involved in this, y'all. Let's see. I'm seeing Tim Tripler crash, but no, who is that? Is that Parker?
Oh.
Parker Brookfield. Something happened to
Like
Parker.
Axum did get a little bit of it. Looked like maybe.
Where's Parker at? Oh my goodness, this is. No, wait, Parker's right there. Wait a second. Yes, Chase Pearson, Parker Brookfield got entangled. And oh man.
Ooh.
Luckily for the 26 though, that's not going to be damage to hurt him. Although that hit right to the right front is kind of.
Who was that hit him?
I couldn't. Chase Pierce initially started. It was him and Chase Pierce, and then it was. I'm not sure. I thought I knew who hit him. There's so many.
Somebody came in there in the middle and hit him.
Yeah, I
and
saw that.
Axum tried to avoid that. And it looked like Axum might have got into him in the front end. Does he have damage on his nose?
Oh no, yeah, he absolutely. I guaranteed that. I saw that. I just don't know who it was. Huh? It looks fairly straight. I've always said this guy's the luckiest guy on iRacing, right? He can get involved. He can flip down the front stretch 4 times and be all right.
So that's Dalton. Dalton's kind of lucky too.
Right. Can't stand him, dude. I love Dalton too, but I can't stand him.
Love to hate him.
Yeah. So, this weekend, not to take away from this race, but we got a big race coming up this Sunday night. It is this Sunday night, right? We're not taking weeks off, are we?
No, it is this Sunday. I wanted everything done by Christmas.
That's awesome.
Plan.
And that's a good way to do it. And we're going to freaking Las Vegas, Bart.
Hey, you guys
Vegas?
chose it.
No, we did not.
I kind of chose it, but you guys. made
Well,
me choose
no,
it.
you say it like that, and people's gonna think you really did choose it. What they did was they had an open vote. All the drivers except the championship 4 got to vote, right? And there's teams in there, so to keep everybody's integrity, it was asked not to just group up with the teams. Because 5 Kings, we have 6 drivers in there. We could all vote for one track, which we should have, but we have integrity, right? So we didn't do that. I actually told them they better not do that. So we knew what everybody was voting for before we put our vote in.
Yeah, because it should be your opinion, right, and not an opinion to help your teammate, not an opinion to, it should be no shenanigans. It should
I
just
would have
be your
loved the
opinion.
track. Like, now this is, yes, I ran good there, but not even just for my own benefit. I would have loved the track. I voted Martinsville, but I would have loved a track like Dover, or Richmond, something like that. Could you even vote for like Nashville Fairgrounds or anything like that? It had to be a track we ran before, correct?
Yeah, it had to be a track we ran throughout the season. And like some people was like, well, so we have to collab with our team, not to to make it look like
I
we didn't
know, I
collab.
saw
And
that.
said, no, for 5 seasons we've done this, and literally each track that has won with like less than 5 votes.
Right.
I don't think a track has ever gotten more than 5 votes. And when we have, like this year we had, like normally it's like 20 tracks, maybe 15 or 20 tracks because they run a lot of doubles. And this year we took away a lot of the doubles and filled in other tracks. So this year you had like 25 tracks, something like that to choose from. So there was probably less of a chance of it happening this year. And, some people want to, and I'm sure you see it running the league, is some people want to complain about the system before they ever go through the system.
Before they ever try it.
It's
It
like-
happens. every time.
Right. So it's like, just do the process as it's there. This ain't something that we've done off of a whim. The process works. So if you just have integrity and do it as intended, now I'm sure you can go out there and prove it wrong. If you set out to do that, I'm sure you could try to make.
You can manipulate it. You can manipulate it.
You could purposely make it fail, but
right.
If you just go out there and do the system as intended, it should work fine. And sure enough, everybody voted. We had 2 tracks with 4 votes. I think the closest next one had 3 votes, and everybody else had 1 or 2 votes. Every other track.
Right.
So out of all that, we ended up with 2 tracks with 4 votes, which was Vegas and Homestead. And then I went to Chris and Rick, and I said, out of those 2 tracks, which ones would you want? So Rick says, well, my vote's Homestead. And then Chris was like, well, I would have picked Vegas, but I'm not going to do that to you. He goes, but I'm not going to do that to you, Mark. I'll just pick Homestead as well. And I said, no,
you can't do that. Right.
Yeah, I don't want you to do that. I want you to pick with your heart. And I said, because I would have chose Vegas. I said, and if it's the 2 of you, then I guess it'll come down to me. And he's like, well, okay, well, I'll just stick with Vegas then. So, that's why it was like a double tiebreaker, and I picked the track that I thought was the best, because the only reason I picked that is because you guys some were running the wall all the way around, some were running the bottom all the way around.
We talked about
some
that.
People running the middle all the way around. Some
it's a good race.
Top to bottom, it was a very good race, and there was a lot of side by side. There was a lot of lane changes. Leader changes. So, to me, it was. And everybody was like, "Oh man, that setup was awesome. You can put it anywhere." So, that's the race I would want, where people are comfortable. People are, it was a good race. We didn't have many cautions. There was some good racing.
Championship race. That's what you want, right?
I'm going to try to figure out some ways with the stages, tires, stuff like that, to where it can't be the same old.
I love that. I love that.
I don't know what we're going to do, but I'm not going to announce it I'm not going to announce the stages until we're going green. And I'm not, obviously you'll know how many tires you have when you enter the session, but none of that's going to be released until Sunday.
Oh, yellow flag is out on the speedway. Joseph Kemp. So, let's get to this caution, and I want to say something real quick. It's the number 7 car. Got Jason Day right there. Ooh, 7's just gonna climb the wall. 30 nowhere to go. Larry Bell nowhere to go. That's a hard lick right there, man. And then backed it up into the wall. That took out.
Who is that?
That's Joseph Kemp in the number 7. Just went for a little bit of a ride. We'll go cockpit cam with him. Why not, right? Just look.
Number's Coffee. I thought Coffee picked 7 all the time.
They were all messed up.
Oh.
It's in their hostess session with a password, and I knew it was going to be all messed up.
Wow. People come with the wrong numbers.
Right. So, what if, and this is just a suggestion, right? And obviously, I believe in the system. I don't think the system's broke. But what if in that scenario, and I know you don't want the Championship 4 drivers to have a say in it at all, and I love that, right? But what if it was a tiebreaker after Chris and Rick? What if you went to the Championship 4 and just said, like individually, right? Homestead or whatever. Homestead or Las Vegas. And then they picked that. But then, you can still get a tie, obviously, 4 people.
Yeah, and my problem with that, and this is the reason we don't let the Championship 4 pick, is because they shouldn't be racing. They're going to pick whatever track they think they are going to run the best on.
Right.
And so, like, the whole purpose of that isn't to pick what track you would like to drive on. I know a lot of people do that.
Right, obviously.
But if you read what the question is choose where you think we had the best race of the season. And the best is all capped, right? So it's like, you shouldn't be picking a track that you like to run at or that you ran well at.
It's straightforward, man.
Where did we have the best racing? Where were there the most lead changes? Where were there where it wasn't one lane, where there was a lot of lead changes, where the best guys struggled, right? So where it wasn't like one guy dominating, boring. That's the way I want people to pick. It's so. And the problem with having the Championship 4 pick is now you have 2 people on one team. So they would probably go in there and pick which ones each of them would have a chance of winning at, and you kind of defeating the whole purpose of not letting them vote to begin with.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it makes sense. I get it. I just thought about that the other night. All right, I want to pull Scotty Stevens up. I saw he just pitted on lap 175. I wish we had more people in here to talk to. Not everybody's in Discord. Scotty Stevens, you were up in the booth. You're live with Mark and Tanner. Mark, got a copy?
I gotcha.
Scotty, that 2 cars look strong all night, and now you may have gotten in a little bit of incidents. I don't think you have, really. Getting ready to go green here. Do you think you got something for that top 5? Maybe even win this thing?
Maybe. I'm having a graphics issue right now. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell the distance that I've got on a car, so it's kind of hard to race. I don't know if it's going to clear it up. What's going on?
Well, brother, I pulled you up late. I'll get back in with you in just a minute. Getting ready to go green flag racing. Good luck.
Hey, Scotty, real quick, purple or green?
Yeah.
Purple or green?
He didn't want to answer. Oh,
okay.
Easy. 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 Chase Pierce gets a great. You know what? Chase Pierce gets a great launch right here. I'm not repeating it. Chase Pierce gets a great launch. We are off the rails, folks. Mark gets in here, buddy, and we just go. I love this dude though. He's a good guy. Look at this. Look at right here. You want to talk about a hornet's nest? Chris Carroll, Brett Suggs, Jason Ray. Oh, we got a car going around a hard lick. That was Jason Day coming back up the track. Oh. Man, oh man, rumor has it that guy is still full throttle that hit him right then. Let's go back and see what happened. Let's see, that's the 52 right there, your blue car down low. Oh, the 82 car low, and
who hits him right here?
I think, I want to say Ryan Ripley, but man, I feel like I've said his name a lot tonight. It couldn't have been. Let's watch, so I think it was. It was a black car.
They had to be from way on back there. Yeah. Maybe Necco didn't look like that car moved at all.
I don't know, man. I tell you who's liking these cautions, though, is Mr. Chase Pierce out front. He last pitted Mark on lap 65. Even with these cautions, I do not think he can make it to the end. I've talked to him already, but we're going to try once more time to have a word with him. Christian Pittman's down there talking with Alex Coffey and them, too, trying to work up something, I guess. Let's pull up Chase Pierce and see what the fuel situation's like, if he wants to even tell me. Chase Pierce, you are back in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Chase, that 17C's looking pretty out front. Had a little small, minor incidents earlier. You battled through, and man, oh man, sitting pretty out front, like I said. What's the fuel situation looking like for you?
I think we're going to be pretty good on fuel. I mean, it's going to be pretty close. But fuel, I ain't really too worried about fuel. It's more tires.
Man, it's telling me you last pitted on lap 65.
Yeah.
And you can make the fuel on that?
It's a hope and a dream.
Right on, brother. Right on. I feel you. Good luck to you, buddy. Man, Mark, I just don't know about it. So we started this out with 15 gallons, right? And they could only go, I had put him in the wrong thing 3 different times. They can only go between 80, oh my goodness, between 80 and 82 laps, right? So even if he filled it up 22 gallons, that's not going to add. I don't want to do the math. I'm a redneck, right? I don't want 15 gallons, 82 laps. Somebody can tell me how many laps you're getting per gallon in that. But
yeah, probably about 140, 150, right?
You think so? It was 7 more gallons?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Another 40, so 120, 130, maybe.
I was thinking, yeah, about the 135, probably 135 to 140. He pitted on lap 65. Right.
Saving fuel under these cautions.
Let's jump on board with him. He's got the RPM gauge on. He's not shutting the car off, Mark. He's actually he's revved up a little bit too. Yeah, but they're in turn 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He'd have to do what, 180 or 90 laps. So he'd have to save 60 laps of fuels.
And now that
If he's
sounds
not shutting it off, I don't know.
right. I was gonna say that sounds like a lot, but with these cautions on a short track, I don't know. Where's Dalton at when you need him? Right, he could tell us for sure.
I mean, you could probably do it if he was saving, but if he's not saving, which he wasn't there for a whole lap. I mean, every little
Oh, we
trip's
got
gonna
cars
count.
going around. I heard that right then. I heard cars going around. No caution yet. Scotty Stevens got caught up. Mark, I heard just metal on metal, car skidding. I'm gonna go on Scotty and I. Oh wait, no. Look, we'll do it like this. It's telling me Keith Mack correct. No caution though, but I just want to see what happened because that looked like it sounded like a lot of cars involved. Oh, Keith Mack's got the raw end of the deal on that one. As look here, Thomas Axum on the fresh tires, trying to chase down the number 17 who is on old tires. Thomas led the first 80 to 90 laps of this race. He pitted, got the lead back, pitted again, lost it again, of course. Now he's battling for it on the low side, got 17 on the high side. 17's going to get the run. We saw the cars get loose down low all night long, whether you're on fresh rubber or not. Thomas has 2 tires on the right side. So let's see if he can make them work. He's had good pace all night. And I see Parker Brookfield right there laying in the clinches in 3rd place spot. As Thomas, he clears him. He clears him. So Thomas may just set sail if Parker Brookfield cannot get around Chase Pearson. That's not saying anything about Chase Pearson. Just Chase Pearson is bringing a knife to a gunfight when it comes to talking about tires.
Right.
But look at this. He's looking strong. He's not really... Typically, when fresh tires gets around somebody, those old tires fall back pretty quick, you know? But he's hanging kind of close to him, really. I'm not a...
Yeah, but I mean,
Go ahead.
he'll try to hang on for so long, but you know, if he's trying to make it to the end on fuel, his best bet's just kind of to ride right here and you know not push the issue too much and burn that fuel up.
I forgot about that. I forgot that his fuel situation is really bad. And I want to note something. I just saw... it was definitely Pittman. He was completely sideways going on the backstretch right there. So you know he's a young gun, right? He is the definition of a racehorse. He's go right. He's gotten a lot better.
That's what I was just gonna tell you. You said Pittman was sideways in the back. So I was like, well, okay, what's
right. Well, I mean that's just Pittman. Pittman goes. He's like coffee, you know, 110%. Like me, I do it too. So I'm not throwing shade at all. He's always trying to chase that rabbit in front of him, right? He's the dog working trying to get that rabbit. And we saw that right then. He's gotten a lot better at reining it in, though. He really has got a lot better with remaining calm. Well, not remaining calm, but
some people, when you talk to them about that stuff, they get a little mad. You know, Coffee got mad at me, I think, when I tried to tell him to pull the reins a little bit. But I mean, it's nothing against their driving style. And actually, I'm telling them this because I see potential in them.
they're fast as can be.
They're so fast. I mean, I'm not that fast, you know, and I see them and I go, man, you're so fast. If you could just calm down just the 10 or 15% and just save your equipment and be there in the end, you'd win so many races. And they win a lot too. And that's not saying they don't win.
Right.
You could be a force to be. I mean, look at Chris Carroll. Right, he saves his stuff pretty well, and he is fast. And then in the end, he's out front normally, you know. So I mean, that's all you got to put that whole package together, right? You can't just be fast, and you can't just be good on your equipment. It has to be a whole package, you know. And Dalton used to fight against it, and you know, and now look at Dalton. Now Dalton's doing better, and he's winning a lot, you know. So you know, sometimes it's just you gotta. If you went out there and somebody gave you a ride in NASCAR and you wrecked every car, you probably wouldn't be there very long.
Right. You're not gonna have a job.
Costing them money, and this is a game, so it doesn't cost us any money. But you have to have that same mentality, right? If you're tearing up your equipment all the time and you finish every race damaged, how many races are you going to be able to win because your equipment's tore up? You know, so that old cliche comes back as to, you know, what does it say to come in first? What does it say? To finish first, first you must finish.
Yep, to finish first you got to finish. And now I want to interrupt real quick and say, the 14 he was really trying to get around the 99 of Brandon Campbell and actually put him in a bad spot here. Did you see the 54? I was actually waiting for a bump and run from the 54 because he kept looking, and then finally Pittman just kind of slipped up and 54 went by. Devin's been in the top 30 all night. He's currently running in the 5th place spot, so he is looking to get back up where he feels he belongs. Because, man, I've seen these cars hit that backstretch wall all night long, down the backstretch, the straight too. So it's really strange to me. You see the 54 going around, and so is Brett Suggs getting around Brandon Campbell. Brandon pitted on lap 135. Mark, I should know this, but I really don't. Are you familiar with how long it takes these super lates to take tires? I wouldn't think it's too far off.
I think it's like 24 seconds.
That's what I was thinking.
Like that.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we got Brett Suggs with a 24-second stop. Devin only had an 18-second stop. Thomas had a 12-second stop. We saw him stop and take 2 tires. So, yeah, about 24 seconds is going to be 4 tires. And look at what Thomas has done here now. So, Chase Pierce was good. You mentioned it earlier, those heat cycles, right? After the caution, got him cooled off, was able to turn some fast laps. But now, look, a green flag runs, broke off, got some speed or got some heat back in them tires, and the pace is falling back for that 17. So exactly what you said, you nailed it on the head for Chase Pierce.
And he could be lifting a little bit. He could have realized, hey, you know, Axum's got around me now. So now I'm in conservation mode. You know, if I can just keep these guys in sight and I can make it and they can't, then I might, you know, steal a podium spot. So, you know, he may just be trying to stay right there within the top 5's grasp, hoping that the other guys have to pit and he doesn't. Or he could have thrown that fuel out the window. Maybe his tires isn't running that good anymore. He might have just said, well, it is what it is. I'm going to have to pit. And he may be running as hard as he can, but, you know, it's hard to tell with him being in that fuel situation.
The strategy he has right now is basically, I don't really know. If he gets a caution pretty quick and he does go in and take rubber, there's not a lot of people that's laps down. Ooh, Keith Mack had troubles. That car is pretty mangled. There's not a lot of cars laps down. He's going to be in the 18th place spot, 19th place spot if Keith takes the lucky dog. I mean, that's a lot of cars to pass, and you only have, well, he'll have about 40, 50 lap fresher tires than what most of the field would have. So maybe it could pay off, but just because we've had 19 cautions, you never know. That long green flag run may break off at any point, right? I mean, it's racing.
Yeah, and let's say it does go green the rest of the way and he has to pit. He's probably going to be kicking himself thinking, man, we had 19 cautions. I could have went in and got some fuel, and I tried to keep that track position, and now look where I'm at. So, right. I mean, that's a double-edged sword sometimes. That's why I try to tell Dalton. We'll talk about Dalton again, but, you know, he won a race on fuel, then that's all he was trying to do from then on. And it's like, that's okay to have that in your back pocket. But
I told him I don't want to hear the word fuel anymore. I don't even want to hear it.
Well, I mean, sometimes like, okay, saving 5 laps, it's like, okay, well, I can probably do that. But if you have to save 50 laps, you know, you're probably not going to do that.
You're losing so much on the other end of it, you know, like it's just not.
Sometimes you out-strategize yourself. Sometimes you try to strategize so much, you ruin your race. You know, hopefully that's not what he's done. Hopefully he's got enough fuel to make it. He can get up there and win.
As we're closing in now, Mark, got a little bit over 40 laps to go, about 45 laps to go. I want to remind the folks at home what these guys are racing for tonight. We had a total prize pool tonight of $530. You put the sponsorship equipment that they brought in, you sponsored the winner Shootout 250. We got $755 worth of a cash value equipment in this race tonight. First place is going to walk away with not only a game or two from thebuttkicker.com, which is valued at almost $200. They're also going to walk away with $318. Second place is walking away with $106. Third place is $53. Fourth place is $32. Fifth place is $22. So a lot of change on this. A lot of coin up for grab. As I'm actually seeing Christian Pittman may have went around, Mark. Oh no.
Well, if I was a 17 at this point, right, I've seen myself fall back to 5th, right? I don't know how I am on the gas situation. I believe Another one tries to go 3 wide.
Yep.
I believe I try to come in now, get me them tires. You know, he can see that how the 2 tire work with Axum. You know, I try to come in and at least take the 2 tires.
I'm grabbing 4. I'm grabbing 4 at this point, Mark. You got to. Yeah, as long as you don't go a lap down, right? And the pace car's been really weird tonight. Well, I watched it one time literally take a lap around here, and I truly think it went around in 7 seconds. Like, honestly, it was kind of insane.
Damn. Well, it looks like he's doing
He's doing 4. Right, yeah, he's going to take his 4.
I think that's a smart thing to do, and, you know, that way you're not guessing, and, you know, you've already lost that lead. No sense in keeping that track position. He was only in 5th, and I believe he'll, with those fresher tires, he'll drive back up to 5th anyway, and possibly higher than that.
Hey, how awesome is that 2 guys, and I'm kind of patting myself on the back, but I'm patting Crooked Line Racing on the back more than anything, that we have built. It's not a big league, you know, it's not a very big league. I think BPL, like what we were talking about on Sunday, I put that above Crooked Line, and maybe I shouldn't. I'm the owner of Crooked Line, but I do. But I had this idea of, let's just do a winter shootout. I won the one last season, right? Won me $300 right there. But I had this idea, let's do a winter shootout. Talk with Josh about it a little bit. It starts to roll. And then before you know it, we got 30 drivers signed up. And the race winner's going to walk away with almost over $500 worth of cash value, $318 of cold hard cash. How cool is that? How, like, the sim racing community is, it's.
You know what would have been more cool?
If it would have been for 1,000.
No, if you would have waited a week and you could have done it on Sunday.
Right? You just want to race it, is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get to race very much. Sometimes I like to get out there.
If I tell you what, I told Josh this is my last one for a while. If you help me co-promote one with BPL, I'll broadcast it and I'll promote it and we'll get people together. But the one caveat is it has to be a short track. I gotta stick to my roots. Now it can be a bigger short track. I'm talking like it could be Dover, it could be Richmond. Did Martinsville. The Bucket 250 was the biggest one we ever did. We had about a $1,200 cash prize pool then. But I put almost $500 in myself, just bumping it up, you know. So I can't ever do that again. That was kind of ridiculous, you know.
Yeah.
But in about a month, Mark, we could have a huge event, especially with the BPL guys. You know, you got a great core over there already. You slap BPL's name on it, and you got something happening there. So the offer's there as we're getting ready to go green flag racing. Under 40 laps to go when they cross the stripe this time. Thomas Axum takes the outside here as the 54 takes his spot back in second. They're basically running how they started at this point up front. Brett Suggs is in the 3rd place spot. Parker Brookfield, he is holding down the 4th place spot with Chris Carroll in 5th. Scotty Stevens, he's had a little bumps and dings along the way. He's up to 6 as we just watched Chase Pierce go down pit road. This is where you got to rein it in. You got 40 laps. Not a lot of time left. Oh, a car will get in the wall right to the outside of him. I think that's Coffee. I think that was Coffee. I
can't believe there's not a caution over there.
It was. It came late as can be.
Yeah, I think I'm a little delayed. Yeah.
The caution, Coffee got into the wall. 7 had nowhere to go, and then Sexy Tone had nowhere to go, in the words of Mark. Sexy Tone ran him right in the rear. He probably liked that.
Sexy Tone?
Yeah, Sexy Tone. Sexy Tone Pin.
He said, yeah, I got in a wreck.
He's so chill, dude. He's so chill. You can't make him mad. You cannot make Josh mad. Watch. We're going to pull him up here. Watch. I want everybody to listen. Dude's never mad. He's going to sound mad, but he's not. Joshua Sexton, you got Tanner Moore, Mark Arthur up in the booth. You got copy?
I hear you.
Oh, he might be mad, Mark. Never mind. So I was just talking about, Josh, that typically you're normally really chill. 21 cautions tonight, brother. I want to talk with you after the race, okay, off camera, you know, but talk me through your race thus far tonight.
Well, you know, just trying to stay out of wrecks and all that good stuff, and that hasn't been happening. It's pretty much impossible, but you know, I mean, we do have a lot of caution. It's been a good race here and there.
You know,
I think we just had some impatience. It happens.
We'll talk about it after the race. There's a few drivers I'm looking at, okay? And I'm actually disappointed in the ones that it is, and I'll leave it at that, all right? So, good luck to you in the 51. It still looks pretty, a little dinged up, but nonetheless, still looking sexy out there, Mr. Sexy Tone.
Yeah, I just took the fast repair.
Oh, finally.
Waited all race to do it, and then somebody hit the wall, and you know how that goes.
Oh,
It is
you
what it is.
wait. You waited on the fast repair, you took it, finally, and then got in a wreck after that?
And then it got a wreck.
It never fails.
Sounds like I'm driving.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, Mark, you out there? What in the world? It never fails, dude. Well, Josh, are you on fresh rubber now, or did you take tires a long time ago?
We took. Oh man,
It's been a while.
Fresher. Fresher. I think took them at maybe 150 to 175. Something
okay.
Like that.
Okay.
I mean, so I've got fresh tires. There's nothing wrong with them. You know, now I got the tires or the car fixed, so I feel pretty good. So.
Well, get that 51 up there. Bring some of this money back to Five Kings, buddy.
I'll try, buddy.
Yep. Thank you. Mark, do you have anything for him?
No, I was just gonna say he's got fresh tires, but old metal.
Yeah, she's beat up. She's been hit a lot.
Right. Good luck to you, Josh.
Thank you.
That's my brother from another mother right there, dude. He's never thrilled, Mark, whenever I say, hey, what if we do this? Because he knows that I have this elaborate plan that I'm going to need help with. But you know what? He's never once said no. He's never once said no at all. He goes along with it. And then when it's the day of, he is right there in the trenches making sure everything's straight. All right, 23 laps to go. Field's in the hands of none other than Thomas Axum. Mark, Arthur, I want you to make your pick now as Thomas Axum gets a great launch, but Devin Landry is right there. Brett Suggs and Parker Brookfield. Let me hear your pick, Mark. Or I can go first. It don't matter.
Well, the easy pick would be Axum.
Right.
Strong.
Don't be a... Oh, they're wrecking behind him. Big wreck behind him. Big wreck. This is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
We know that Axum's going to be fast, but, so I don't go with the obvious choice. I would go with the 17, since I just know he's got fresh tires. He's been up there all night, and I'd look for him to come to the front if he wasn't involved in this. Is that Chris Carroll?
That is Christian Pittman. But I was listening to you, wasn't really paying attention. Let's watch it one more time. I think Pittman had to check up to stay off. No, he didn't either. Larry Baylor's got in there a little hot, I think. And around went the 8-ball, right? Looks like Chris Carroll's car, don't it? It really does. I didn't even think about that until right now.
Especially on a phone. I can't see
I forgot about that. You're on the phone right now. Coops, kudos to you. I said Coops. Kudos to you for being able to call even these races. You call out stuff.
Driving.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, don't say who you're working for. They're going to fire you, dude. They have a zero tolerance, too. I know how they are. Zero tolerance for any type of shenanigans. I'm surprised they ain't got cameras in the trucks, honestly.
Yeah, Coca-Cola's crazy.
Yeah, right? You're stupid, dude.
Wait, Pepsi.
Yeah. Hey, I have heard, though, that some of the trucks right here do have cameras in them now. So that may be a company thing coming.
Most trucks are going that way.
Right.
I mean, most trucks are going to outward-facing cameras at least.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of trucks are going to inward-facing cameras. But
let me ask you this.
I don't know. There's no way if I was over-the-road trucker that I would put up with an inward-facing camera.
That's your house. Right, that's what I'm saying. That's your home. Been there, done that, brother. Been there, done that. That is that's your absolute home.
Right. Unless they want me to put one in their living room, right? Don't put one facing in on my truck. So I'm of the my feelings on that is outward-facing cameras are for protection of the driver, and inward-facing cameras are for prosecution. That's all that's for.
Let me ask you this.
Be trying to prosecute me as a driver.
Let me ask you this. That we got 18 laps to go, but this will be the last time we're off topic. You get me and Mark together. It can go either way, you know. The outward-facing cameras. Say you was to get into a wreck. Say you rear into somebody, and now you know insurance companies typically say, or 99% of the time, I don't know if they ever say if you rear into somebody, it's their fault, not your fault, right? But say somebody braked really hard in a spot on the interstate where you just wasn't expecting it. Outward facing camera catches that. would a job like what you have fire you for that? 'Cause I know they have zero tolerance basically for it.
No, I don't think they would fire you, but generally the rule of thumb is they're going to give that CDL guy a ticket. So a lot of times, even when things like that, like you might not have been able to avoid it. If you were in a car, they may not give you the ticket, but having a CDL, they figure you're the professional driver, and they're going to give you the ticket.
You're so funny, dude. I swear to God, when I went to the school to get my CDLs, right? Because they put me in a truck and all that. And what they told me was, if you're in your personal vehicle and you get a seatbelt ticket, they're going to frown upon that. Why? Because you're a professional driver at that point.
Right.
All right, guys. Look where Thomas Axel's putting them. Up in the marbles, guys. Thomas Axel gets a great launch. 16 laps to go now. If you're going to go, you got to go. So your pick was Chase Pierce earlier. Man, I think I'm going to go with the... You can't make this up.
Another caution? Jeez.
I'm really deflated. When I fired this broadcast up, they heard me. I was so excited. I was so looking forward to this. We handpicked all these drivers. And folks, I want to thank y'all. We got 23 viewers still. I really want to thank y'all for sticking around and sticking with us through it. Because this has been...
Damn, you get 23 viewers of me in here?
This has been very bad towards the end. So, yes, it's a high-stakes race. But I'm very, very discouraged and disappointed because I basically handpicked all these drivers. And if I didn't handpick them, somebody in here vouched for them. So, on behalf of 5 King Motorsports and Crooked Line Racing, I apologize for the product that we're putting out right now.
Tanner, you've heard me all the time in Blazing Pedals.
And once green flag flies, can't do about it, right?
I say the same thing here. It ain't nothing that you can do. There's no rule you can impose. There's not amount of strikes you can give. How many tires, the setup, the track, the car, none of that matters. It's all right there in that driver's hands. And if they're not, courteous to each other and they don't have the respect, then it's going to be bad racing. And it's like, a lot of drivers, and you've heard it, it's a game, and they view it as a game, and it's like lots. I'm not saying these guys, but
right, yeah, absolutely.
And when they're looking out their window, they see these pixels like a video game,
and they don't realize there's a person sitting over there.
Right. What they need to do is look out and see that's Tanner Marr, that's Scotty Stevens, that's Chris Carroll. I don't want to wreck Chris Carroll. I don't want to wreck Alex Coffey. I don't want to wreck these guys, because I respect those guys. I don't respect those pixels, but I respect those guys. And people need to start treating it more like that of, if you went to a local track and got a shot, somebody got a car and let you get in the car and you had this many costs, they wouldn't let you back on the track.
Would not let you back out there.
So people just need to have a bit more respect, realize it's short track racing. You got to be very cautious. People's braking points are different. If you're right up a guy's tail and you're faster than him, brake early. Brake earlier than you normally would, so you don't run him over and get him off the corner. And get the run through the center, get him off the corner, set him up in the next corner where you can outbrake him. But everybody wants to make it in one corner, and that's the result right here. There's no respect, and people just try to brake. People trying to pass in one corner instead of setting up a pass and making it in 2 or 3 corners.
Mr. Joe White from the OSR Network, he's in the chat right now. He said it perfect, and you said it perfect. Nail on the head. No cost involved with this is a lot of the problem. They wreck these. Hey, it don't matter. What's it matter?
Right.
Yo.
Yeah.
I haven't even got my pick out yet. We are going to be 10 laps to go. You have to... You got to go with Axum, right? You have to, but I'm not going to. I think something's going to happen with these leaders. Unless cautions keep happening, right?
Who are the leaders? Axum, and who's that right up his butt? Right?
That's Landry in the 54. I'm putting my pick on Brett Suggs in the number 33. So we will see how this goes. Axum gets a great launch. 10 laps to go, guys, for the winner Shootout 250 presented by thebuckkicker.com. $318 for first, like $108 for second. That's a big difference right there. So you got $210 splitting first and second right here. Who is going to reach up there and grab that brass ring, as Vince McMahon always used to say? Who's going to grab it right here? The Gamer 2 from the butt kicker. Thomas Axum, he has one already. He won the Tour Mod Championship last season. Already has him one mounted. Is he going to get 2 of them? Folks, we have 25 viewers. Please do us a favor. Slap that like button. This race has been messy, but the stakes could not get higher here. As we're going to watch and see what the battle is for second place. If these guys get the battling back here, it ain't going to matter. Because Thomas Axum right now, he has almost half a second lead over second place. I just don't think Axum can be denied if this thing goes green. As, ooh, Suggs got really loose. Caution's out on the speedway. No way. No way. It's fitting, right? It's fitting that it has to end in a green-white checker. And I'm actually seeing Jason Day may have been involved in this.
How many you got set up?
3. I should have put 17, huh? Oh, my goodness gracious.
Unlimited.
Oh, he don't come back up. He does come back. Now, see.
Who was that?
I really don't want to say the name because I'll be honest, I'm going to say something I never say that pisses me off right there. After a race like this, that pisses.
I just don't know who. I can't tell who it is.
I'll tell you just because I'm me. You know,
it's obvious who it is. Anybody else can see it.
It was Brandon Campbell right then. I'm not sure why he didn't lock it down.
Yeah, I mean, you had, what, 500 feet?
Now,
300 feet
now
there to get
I
her
will
stopped.
say this, caveat to that. He may not have got it woed up all the way, but I promise you there was more of a chance of a better happening
Entry.
right than what happened right then. He may have got an unsafe pit exit right there, Mark, too, by the way. You think so?
It really didn't look like he slowed down a whole lot.
Hey, I think he gained speed.
What speed he was when it started and what speed it was when he hit.
It don't tell me. No, it don't tell me. It just has him as 0 or whatever.
Hey, you get down 10 to go, man. These guys get
Right.
You know, they get jelly brained, and you know they just I gotta hold on to it, gotta keep my spot. But
there's money on the line, right?
Took out a couple more people there.
Money on the line, and a lot of money on the line. That's the thing. A lot of money on the line right here. You win the beat.
But you do that. You take out 2 people that had 0 to do with
right,
that.
right.
You know, they just got blindsided by.
That's why. That's why I cussed on here. It wasn't really a cuss word, but you'll never ever hear me cuss right then. But that one was bad. That one was bad, and maybe it wouldn't have been as bad if the race wouldn't have went like it is. But you know,
right?
I mean,
I know, Tanner.
Right? You've been there. But and the thing is,
every week, yeah.
On Tuesday nights, our race used to be pretty messy. They've gotten a lot better. But I used to tell the drivers all the time, once that green flag flies, I have nothing else to do with it. You know, like, I'm just the admin. And like you mentioned a while ago, it don't matter what rules you give them. It don't matter what setup you give them. Racehorse mentality, right? We're going to go back to that 100 times. And it's in the driver's hand. Once Barney Fife Jr., that is the flagman's name. I saw that on Reddit. I'm not sure if it really is or not. But I've read that 100 times. That's why I call him. Once he swings that green flag, you, the admin on Sunday, me, the admin on Tuesday, and our hands are off of it. Now we can try to. What?
I noticed something in the last update or 2 with iRacing is they began to diversify their flag corps, their flagman corps.
No, don't shut up.
No, usually it was a white guy that they called Barney, and I noticed one track they had a black dude up there doing it. I don't know if they do any other people, but I was just like, wow, that's the first time I've seen
That's pretty cool.
A flagman as a black guy, yeah.
That's pretty cool. As we're getting ready to have a green-white checker attempt number 1, we're overtime racing for the winner shootout 250. Will the 54? I will too. They're racing for you. I told you the cash difference between second and first, but the cash difference between third and second is quite a lot too. You go from $108 to like $53. But Thomas Axum,
looks like they're not gonna get it.
Final lap. Joe White, he's in the chat. I say this based off what he says. They can all line him up on the backstretch and die for all he cares. It don't matter. No caution now. That's Thomas Axum. Yep, Thomas Axum coming around turn number 4 for the final time. Thank God. He is the winner. Shootout 250, presented by the ButtKicker.com winner. I've talked to him a lot this week. That's an excited little kid right there. Not little kid. He's not very old, but
Who is it?
Thomas Axum just won himself $310 right then. And another game or two. The 54 of Devin Landry was up there all night, but just didn't have enough. This kid right here might burn the motor up. It may not have a motor detect when this thing's done, because I promise you.
Thomas got to be like 19, 20, right?
Yeah, well, you got to think, Mark. I'm almost 30, so they're young to me. I know I'm young to you, right? But
yeah,
my whole life has changed since when I was 20 versus when I was 30. You know, like it's just it's a complete. And I can only imagine what my life's gonna be like when I'm 50. You know, it's gonna be even different. Man, oh man, what a race! What a race! A lot of cautions, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let's talk to some drivers. Let's hear what they got to say. You've heard what I've had to say this whole race. We're gonna wait for Brett Suggs to find his way into the broadcast booth, as he is in here now. I'm hoping his permissions are correct. If not, we will fix them. He is muted. Brett Suggs, you got Tanner Moore and Mark Arthur in the booth. You got copy?
I got you, bud.
Brett, I heard that you won a big Nashville race here, maybe last week. Is that correct?
Yeah, Monday actually with the ITZR series. Yes, sir.
So that's a big series coming. That's an open setup series, right?
No, that one right there is a fixed setup.
Oh, okay, I got you. 10-4. Yep. I see posts about them all the time, so I know there's a lot of good drivers in there. So to win in that is very impressive. Brett, you got yourself $53 here tonight. I know you had a piece for the race win. I actually had you as my pick for what it's worth, but still, podium finish, $53. Richard, talk me through your race tonight, buddy.
Yeah, I'll definitely take that. I mean, I battled some PC hardware issues like right leading into qualifying. So to qualify third, I was actually pretty surprised, and I only made maybe 2 or 3 actual laps in practice. So I was satisfied with that, and then come on down to the race, and I knew it was just kind of going to be a battle of, saving your stuff with only one set of tires in the pits. And, when it came down to it, Thomas had the best strategy when he pitted so early, and I thought that was a little bit, premature, but
I did too.
It paid off for him, and, down to the end, I think if I would have pitted, 1, maybe 2 yellows sooner, we could have been out front of at least Landry and maybe had something for Axum, but it just didn't fall in our hands.
Now, Brett, I know you look at the top 5. Y'all are veterans on this, right? Y'all go to basically any other league and you're contesting for wins, right? If you would have been up there with Axum, say coming to that white flag, the difference in the money from 318 to 106, would you have maybe gave him a little love tap trying to get that money?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would have given him a little bump. I wouldn't have wrecked him by any means.
Right.
I mean, I've raced Thomas for a little while now, and we actually, on Monday, he won the championship in that league, and I won the race. So we were doing simultaneous burnouts, which was pretty cool. But
I got you.
No, I would have given him a little bump with, so much on the line, but I wouldn't have gone anything beyond that,
Brett, I know you're a busy man with racing in real life. I'm not sure, do you race in real life? And then we'll wrap this up.
I do, yeah. I race Southeast Super Trucks, which it's basically a late model with a truck body down in the Southeast Super Truck Series.
Oh, right on. Now, I've been following your Facebook, and I saw that, but I wasn't 100% sure if you race or not. I got a pretty busy life, so I just kind of glimpsed, But still, yeah. Brett, I want to, before I even ask about your sponsors, I love having new people out, especially people of y'all's caliber, come out and kind of just trust us. You send us $15, you don't know if we're scammers or what. We've tried to build a reputation up on saying what we're going to do and doing what we said we're going to do. So I want to thank you, Brett, personally for coming out. First time I got to speak to you, and I want to apologize for the racing product tonight. I so wish I could have came across and just started removing people, because in the broadcast booth, I can see everything up here, but not a lot I can do. So I want to apologize for that, Brett. And then I want to ask you, shout out your sponsors. I know you got a crew behind you for that 33.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate that. And, nothing you can really do about the race, and it's just some people battling for spots that weren't even, payout.
27th.
But exactly. But no, nonetheless, I want to shout out, we brought on board Motorsports for this number 33 machine, and paint scheme looked dang good, if I do say so. And
yep.
Racer T's painted that thing up, looked super fresh. Also, T1S Racing, Tim Tripler in the race. All the boys back at the shop that helped get this deal on, as well as our IRL sponsors. between Brett Suggs Racing Marketing, everybody in the Team 33 at Brett Suggs 33 Twitch channel, everybody that follows along with our socials and just all the content we put out. Appreciate everybody that puts that deal on.
So Brett, before we wrap it up, shout out your Twitch channel one time if you remember it offhand. I'm sure you do.
Yeah, it's twitch.tv/BrettSuggs33. We stream the whole race there if anybody wants to watch back. Actually, my webcam went out like the last 20 laps, which was kind of an unfortunate deal, but
I got you. So there you go. Twitch.tv/BrettSuggs33. Pretty easy to remember. Go check him out. Get a live POV. Brett, congratulations, buddy, on your podium finisher tonight.
Thank you, man. Have a good night.
You too, buddy. All right, guys. I know that went long, but oh well. We're gonna talk to him. We got Devin up in the booth now. Devin, you got Tanner Moore and Mark Arthur in the booth. You got a copy?
Guess I got push to talk on. It's not supposed to be on.
I got you. That's a heck of a way to enter the booth, brother. We'll try to make it work here. Devin, that 54, you was in the front for the entire race. You just fell one spot short. I think it all came down to track position. If you could have controlled a restart right then, lap times were right there with Axum. Talk me through the end portion of that race through all 35,000 cautions.
Well, I made a mistake early when I got into that wreck, and I can't believe he squeezed through that first wreck that we all got into.
I know.
That really won him the race, but coming down to the end of it, it was just we took those 2 tires and we had to go. And my spotter was telling me, save, don't push it, just skip by these guys and ride. And then as soon as we got past third, caution. And Thomas is very hard to beat, honestly. He wins a lot of fixed races. I'm not used to this fixed stuff. I run like open stuff a lot.
Right.
But yeah, to finish second to him, it's pretty awesome.
I mean, Devin, I'll be honest right here, buddy. I thought that last restart, if you could have just got a little bit better jump, I think we were getting ready to have a fight for the lead. Because like I said, lap times were matching. It just came down to who was controlling the restarts. But nonetheless, second place finish, first time I ever got to talk to you. So like I told Brett, I want to personally thank you for coming out and trusting us. And you just won yourself $106, buddy. I mean, no, you wanted at $318, but $106. I want to apologize for all the cautions, Devin, and I want to ask you if you got any sponsors, anybody you want to shout out before we wrap things up.
I do want to say on that last last restart, I gotta give a huge shout out to my spotter, Matt Burgoyne. He had told me he was going in the same spot, so I rolled up on him and I like just tapped my brakes and he went, and that's what. I just couldn't get the run, but
right.
Yeah, like I said, used to be teammates with Tommy, so it was fun racing with him again. I got to thank Matt Burgoyne and all the guys over there, PDM. Yeah, that's about it, man.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely, Devin. Have a good night, buddy.
You too.
All right, guys, and then there was one. This guy has become very accustomed to not only burning it down after races, not only coming up in the Five Kings Network booth, but also taking 5 King Motorsports money. Thomas Axum, $318 richer, and another butt kicker. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna backtrack a little bit. I owe you a butt kicker from last season. I don't know if I can send out all these butt kickers, my dude. I just don't know if Andrew's gonna feel it whenever I tell him, hey, Thomas Axum needs 2 more of those things, brother. We may have to work something out here, dude. Jesus Christ, man, you've been on rails here lately. Talk me through your freaking season as of late.
Yeah, I mean, just coming off a big momentum here, I knew there was some good names. We got Brett Suggs, guys like Brett Suggs, Devin Landry, Parker Brookfield. I mean, guys who I haven't raced with, and some guys I've raced with every single week for 12 weeks in a row. Just had huge momentum coming into here. I did 125 laps at this track on Monday, same car and everything. So definitely had some more practice than others, and was able to just play my strategy. I wanted this, like me and my teammate talked about this strategy all day before this race even started, and I hit it on the head. We followed exactly the strategy we wanted. Everything unfolded perfectly, just the way we needed it. Chase was scaring me at the end there. Chase Pierce was staying out, and we were just so confused on how he had fuel in that race car.
Right.
Then he got a late yellow, and he pulled in, and we took the lead, and we were able to hold off the dogs from then.
So Thomas, I wanna mention strategy, but first I want to tell you. So I pulled Chase up. He put it on like lap 65, and we're talking to him at like lap 160. And I was like, Chase, can you make it? He's like, oh yeah, we're good. And me and Mark sitting there talking like, man, the math just isn't there. I don't care about all these cautions. The math just isn't there. So that was very strange, but it could have paid off if the cautions would have not came the way they came, you know. So I'll tell you, like I told the rest of them, I apologize for how the race this time. As you know how it goes. You race with us on Tuesday nights. Once that green flag flies, it's basically out of mine and Josh's hands. We can kick people out, but man, it's hard to kick people out when they paid the race, you know. So very tough spot tonight, but nonetheless, it don't matter. Cautions or no cautions, you had the field covered by a lot and then some. Talking about your strategy, it looked like you only took 2 tires and you pitted early. What made you do that? I honestly, Thomas, I thought you messed up and took 2 tires on accident.
Yeah, the whole strategy we were talking about the whole day. We were wondering with this new update, is the 2-tire strategy going to be smarter? The little secret here with super late models is you could do a 250 lap race, you could do a 300 lap race. If you take right side tires, it'll be faster than the Ford. Doesn't make sense, but when the left side tires are older, it's just better. So we just went with the strategy and it stuck. I pitted nice and early to get as much fuel in the car as I could. So then we did the math around between lap 120 and 126. I could come in and take it was about 6 gallons or 5 gallons, and I ended up 4 gallons in the good there at the end. And just the strategy worked out perfect. Shout out to Brandon Campbell for just having all the numbers with me, so I don't have to do the math and drive. He was doing both out there tonight, so it's a huge help for him.
I want to touch on something. I want to let the people know that watch us back to other drivers. And this is not taking anything away from Thomas, because obviously, man, he's fast. You look at him on Tuesday night with hardly any strategy, and he walks the field, you know. So, but for a guy with the caliber of talent like Thomas has, he puts in the work, and that's why I love the kid. He puts in the work, and he studies it. He turns it into chess while everybody else playing checkers. He had it figured out before we even suited up tonight. And look where he's at. He's sitting in victory lane. Mark Arthur has unmuted his mic, Thomas. I'm sure he wants to holler at you real quick. Mark, the floor is yours, brother.
No, I was just going to ask him on that 2 tires. Did that loosen the car up for you? I mean, that's normally what happens when you take rights and not lefts. But because Tanner was telling me that the setup was kind of built to turn tight. But I was just wondering if that loosened you up taking the 2 tire.
At the beginning, the first 10 laps, me and my buddy were thinking like, uh-oh, did we mess up? Because it was extremely tight. And then we got heat in the tires, and it went back to normal. And right after that, we were squared away.
Look at tight. That's weird.
Yeah, for the first 10 laps, and it loosened up, and then it got comfortable, and it just turned right when you needed it to perfectly.
That sale after that. Thomas, you need to let Josh know your PayPal, because, man, oh man, you just cashed out big time on us, brother. Cashed out. Like, you robbed us. You put the gun to our head and robbed us, but there's no other guy in this league I'd rather give it to.
You got to send him a W-4 form.
Yeah, I mean, it's to the point now where I'm going to claim Thomas Axum as a dependent on my taxes, guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
with that being said, Tanner, I just want to thank you for everything you do. Just shout out to just getting all these sponsors together, the SNS Racing, BAM Racing, the Maconi Setup Shop, all the Five Kings guys get out here and we all race. Just shout out to you for putting this whole thing on, and I had so much fun tonight.
Give me your sponsors for the car, but I promise, I've talked to you so long, I swear on my life I could go through them right now.
I need to give a huge shout out to Peter Bernier with the Bernier's Liquors.
Yep.
He's been on that car for 5 years on this sim, and never will take it off. It's just a symbol. It adds tense to the car. It adds speed.
Right.
And Studio 10, my guy RS Center, one of the best in the country, wrapping race cars from the East Coast to the West Coast. Shout out to him as well. And Brandon Campbell tonight for being my guy with the numbers. And he had a rough night, but bounced back, and we were able to do something for him.
All right, one more question. I promise we're done. I've noticed on your cars, you always have this digital camo type look, but it's not obviously digital camo color. It's pink or purple. What inspired you to do that? And then we're going to close up shop.
Absolutely. Everyone likes these very tricky, very hard paint schemes.
Right.
He said to me, what do you want? I said, go to Google and just type in pink camo, and whatever one you think looks good, throw it on there.
I love it.
And we won with that car. Ever since then, we just switch up camo colors, and just camo has been the thing for the last few years. And it's just, I don't think I'm ever going to change it.
I tell you, if you do change like just the color aspect of it, it's got to be something like along the bright side. And I say bright, even though it's not bright tonight, but like, you know what I'm saying, like the pink, the purple. was it, magenta and stuff like that, you know. But we're off the rails here, Thomas. We've been here for a while. 2 hours and 32 minutes. Not bad to win $318 and another butt kicker. That's pretty good money by the hour, Thomas. Congratulations to you, buddy.
Thank you so much, Tanner. Thank you for all the hard work behind the scenes that people don't really notice, but some of us really do. So thank you for everything you do.
I appreciate that, brother. I really do. As long as y'all keep coming out, we're going to keep on doing it, dude.
I'll be here forever, sir. Have a good night, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Thomas. All right, folks. I'm kind of sad that it's over, I'll be honest. I've looked forward to this day for 2 months now. Put a lot of money into it. Promoted it on Facebook for about $100 worth and found out that's pretty much useless. You know, trial by error, right? I think that's what it said. But I want to thank you, Mark, for coming in and relieving me, guys. I know we got off topic a little bit, but you put me and Mark in the booth. We're going to talk about anything. Just be glad we didn't get on politics. We almost did, talking about a certain subject, but we both played good boys and we did not do it. Let's go through the results really quick, and we're going to close up the shop for tonight. Got Thomas Axum, Devin, and then Brett Suggs. They ran our top 3. Parker Brookfield. I truly think if he wouldn't have messed up his qualifying and hit the wall, I think he would have been a menace for these guys tonight. He brought it home in 4th. With Chris Carroll ran our top 5. That's our pay-in positions. Then Scotty Stevens brought it home in 6th. Chase Pearson 7th. Shane Benfield in 8th. Jason Raymond's in 9th. Reed Christensen, he brought it home in P10. Keith Mack in 11th. Ryan Ripley's in 12th. Jason Day's 13th. Joseph Kemp is in 14th. Tim Tripler's in 15th. Brian L. Campbell, he's in 16th. Alex Coffey had a rough night at number 7, Miss Mama Coffey, but still finished in 17th in a strong field with Christian Pittman, front runner all night, brought it home at 18th. Just the luck did not fall his way. And then in the 19th spot, we got Mr. Sexy Tone himself representing the team of Five Kings Motorsports, Joshua Sexton, 19th. Larry Bell is Pit Lizard Performance very own, number 43, finishing 20th. Mark Lewis, Reaper Racing, 21st. Michael Litchfield, 22nd. Marquis Smith, very, very fast all night. Ran inside the top 5. Took tires where others didn't. Got caught in a bad predicament. Started to put it 3 wide. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt now that cooler heads have prevailed, you know. He was backing out like Mark said, so kudos to Marquis. But sadly, the number 6 car just didn't back out quick enough and ended a good night for him. What was going to be a good night, he brought home 23rd. Willie Evernham, 24th. Kesley Guzzler in 25th. Richard Hurds, 26th. Tanner Marr messed up. He joined the server wrong. I didn't finish 27th. And then Max got kicked because he joined and he was not allowed to join. So, guys, that has been it. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. And one time only, we got to go through it one more again. Got to thank the sponsors, thebuttkicker.com. They do so much support for not only the race team, the race broadcasters, but the entire Cricket Line Motorsport or Cricket Line Racing League. So, without them, we would be a lot smaller league. You put their name on something and it solidifies it. That's thebuttkicker.com. Then we got to thank SNS Racing. That is Joshua Sexton's real-life asphalt racing team. And I say asphalt racing team because why? He's racing a sprint car, and most people think that's on dirt. Then we got the very own Five Kings Motorsports. You know, we had to match what SNS put in. Then we had to go a little bigger, of course, you know. We're freaking all got egos. And then MF Racing Designs, McConey Setup Shop, BAM Racing Videos. Seriously, to all the sponsors, want to thank you. To all the drivers, also want to thank you. And before we wrap it up, to all the viewers at home, thank you. Mark Arthur, Nashville Fairgrounds, 24 cautions. My voice is shot. My head is pounding. 2 hours and 45 minutes. The ticker's still rolling. Give me your final thoughts on tonight's race for the portion that you saw on the phone.
Well,
and be honest here with me. I want you to be honest.
Cautions. So, I mean, we talked about it already. Just guys got to be smarter, especially when you're putting on these money events. I know they all like to come in here and win money, but they just got to be smarter. Or if it becomes a headache for you to put them on, you're not going to do it anymore. And you know, and this one right here wasn't the greatest. So I mean, it's if you put on shows like this all the time, you're definitely not going to want to do it.
You get burned out on it fast.
Just got to be a little bit smarter, a lot more patient, and you know, try to put on as good a show. I know they all want to win money, but they should be. They're all going to watch it back, and you know, they're not going to want to watch a bunch of cautions either, and they just try to put on the best show possible. And you know, that ain't driving around at 40 mile or 55 mile an hour.
Right. Spot on, brother. Guys, we have been here for 2.5 hours. We still got 10 people watching. I want to thank y'all. man, oh man, the winner Shootout 250 presented by thebuttkicker.com. It has came and it has went. Thomas Axel, $310 richer. My God, not bad for 2 hours work. Guys, thank y'all once again for tuning in. Thank you to the sponsors. And until next time, we might go live actually for Sunday night. Oh no, we'll be live I think tomorrow night for the Crooked Line Super Truck Series. I'm not 100% sure if there's a race tomorrow. I gotta look. My schedule got all messed up, so I'm gonna look, see what we got. We may be live tomorrow. We'll update you on Facebook, but if not, we're probably gonna hit that live button for the BPL Championship race. Maybe old Kilrow, old Big Head can get him a championship. Guys, you have to subscribe so you can see. But until next time, we'll see you.